Yo, what's going on, people? What's going on? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, thank you, Molly, for the tier 1 for 9 months. Welcome, chat, to the first in a series. Let's hope it's a long series. The first ever Q and play. We have Bullfrogfuntime joining us today. I'm looking forward to this. I've never done this before. He's never done this before. But we get on well. We're not enemies. No, seriously, it should be good fun. He's picked the game, but it's more about just getting to know him and bringing him. I'm sure most of you guys will know him. Maybe there's one or two that don't. Maybe there's one or two of his community watching that don't know who I am. I am Funkyt0wn49. I am an Irish WWE Games creator, much like Bullfrog, except he's Australian. But welcome everybody to the stream. Thank you for all the follows. Like I said, today's guest is Bullfrog. We'll be bringing him in just a moment. I just want to quickly explain what the series is about. So, if you're not aware what the series is about, it's very, very simple. We're going to be playing a game. A couple of people are going to be joining us for the game. I'll be having Bullfrog in a Discord call with myself, and I'll be asking him a couple of questions just about while we have a little bit. What's going on, Chase? While we have a little bit of fun, you know?
Hey, yo.
And that's it. That's really as simple as it can be. It's me and him talking with each other and having some fun. It's as simple as that. I can't put it any simpler. I'm going to be asking them some questions. Some will be interesting, serious questions. Some of them are not going to be as serious as the other ones. But without further ado, let's get Bullfrog involved, and he can tell us what game we're going to be playing. I already know, but you guys do not know. So let's give Bullfrog a call up, and we'll get him involved. Let me go onto Discord and call him. Start voice call. There we go. So let me turn down the music while I have this. Let me turn it right down. Right, we're ringing him. He said 2 secs, no problem. We'll wait. Thank you very much, Carl, for the tier 1. He'll be joining us very shortly. Hype train's almost up. What's going on, Dylan? Breaking news: WWE Superstar no longer with the company. Who's that? Kushida. What's going on, everybody? Welcome. Guess what, Leon? What am I guessing? You're a snot and I'm not. Imagine if all you hear is debated. I am not debating you. He will be joining us. There's just a pause on it. Leon, I don't know what the hell that is. Is that a cat? Why is there a cat in my chat? You got an ad. Don't worry, Vinny. You'll be back with us very soon. What's going on, Robski? What's going on? That is your cat. I didn't... why is it your cat, Leon? That's what I'm concerned about. I'm doing good, Wrestling for Life. How you doing? Bullfrog, if you can hear me, just join whenever you want. Tom, unfortunately for you, I will not be giving 84 subs. Your team failed. I'm not surprised. What's going on, Diego? Wonderful emote. That's the man to be joining us. What's going on, Dan? I suppose no better time than right now to announce that in the future, Dan will be one of the guests on the show as well. So if you like Dan Makes Games, he will be joining us for an episode very soon as well. We haven't worked out the exact date yet, but Dan will be joining us for one of the episodes as well. So I'm looking forward to that. That should be good fun. That is a literal photo of your cat. Hi, Stewie. How are you doing? Hi, Tom. Missed you. I missed you too, Blurton, but only specifically you, not anybody else. No, I'm joking, chat. I missed all of you. What's going on, Ahmed? How are we doing? Dan, DMG in the future? Yeah, 100%. 100%. Dan will be joining us in the future. You hate Danny Smells. That's not very nice. What's going on, Vinny?
Whoa.
Oh, here he is.
That's mean.
There he
Hello.
is. What's going on, Bullfrog? How are we doing,
sorry.
mate? Right, let's get the
Dude,
first thing out of the way, okay? What do you prefer to be called? Is it Bullfrog? Is it Froggy? What do you prefer to be
Honestly,
called?
it doesn't mind. Probably Froggy. It's easier off the tongue, so.
Okay, I'm going to call you Froggy.
That's fine.
Okay,
It
right.
could be Frogster. I said it in chat, so. Anything, bro.
Okay, perfect. Right. We're going to get into the game and what game it is in a second. But first and foremost, I think everybody will know you in the chat. But just in case they don't, introduce yourself. Tell us a bit about yourself. Thank you very much for the gifted sub to Bullfrog.
Hey,
thank you. But tell us a bit about yourself, what you do, what content you create.
Gifted a tier 1
this is your chance to plug, basically.
They have given
my chance to
gift
plug. Oh,
subs
how
in the
exciting. I am a WWE 2K content creator. I've been jumping into some brand new 2K22 content, but I do mainly focus on WWE Supercard. As a bit of a story about my background. I'm actually vision impaired, and I have retinitis pigmentosa. Not only that, I actually have a bunch of other issues that I've never really spoke about on stream. So the doctors always call me a conundrum, but hey, dude, God, it's been a crazy life. It's been a crazy life, but hey, we're still moving, we're grooving, and just enjoying it.
Great to hear, man. Great to hear. Okay, so I had actually got a question. I was going to ask it a bit further down the line, but I guess why not ask it now since you brought it up? And again, if this is a question you don't feel comfortable asking, feel free to tell me to piss off, but I'll ask it anyway. As a content creator and as a streamer, what are the obstacles that you feel you have faced as a visually impaired streamer?
I think the hardest thing is honestly, and I chat flames me all the time for this, and I miss out on a lot of messages. Because my chat is legitimately probably 5 messages long, right? I'm sure if you look at your chat now, you can probably see like the next 20 people in the line.
Yeah.
I only see like 5 because it's so large.
Okay.
So a lot of the time, messages will scroll past and I miss past it, and chat will just flame the hell out of me. But that's probably the only obstacle. Like apart from that, it's not. I don't feel like it's any different to anyone else in their stream. But you know, I have all my like my Zoom stuff on standby if I need to Zoom text in. You know, I've got all that type of stuff. Just the hardest part, is just chat, honestly.
Did you hear that, chat? So if you ever misses your message, don't call them out. Leave them alone.
They do it all the time. They're like, yo, read up. Go back to my old message.
Yeah, you'd be dealing with me,
my
chat.
message.
I'll personally, chat, will be coming after you, okay? Don't give him a hard time if you miss your message. Just ask the same thing again. And then if he ignores it again, well, then he ignored it on purpose.
I just hate you at that point.
If he ignores you 2 or 3 times in a row, then it was on purpose, most likely. Right, so, Froggy, thank you for being open with us about that. I appreciate it.
Oh, no, it's fine. It's perfectly fine.
Do let us know what game we're going to be playing today.
Today, we are playing Rento, which is pretty much scuffed Monopoly. So. Okay,
this should be interesting. I have downloaded it. I hope I downloaded the right version. I downloaded the version, and it's called Rento where Fortune
like
multiplayer
Rento
board
Fortune?
game. Yeah, is that it?
Yes, that is the one.
That's the correct one. Okay, right. I'm gonna load it up. I'd like you to host the game if that's okay, because I haven't a clue how to set this up, whereas I'm guessing you do.
I have the lobby ready. Me and Robski are currently chilling in here.
Oh bloody! I'll have to update my Steam. Hang on a second. Right, we'll delay. I've got some more questions. Don't worry, I got loads of questions ready. I've been on the ball. I've wrote down loads of questions. Don't worry. So while my game updates, tell the people what got you in to content creation.
Oh God, this is hard. I think I'll be completely honest. I can't remember what got me into content creation like initially. I did started streaming like Call of Duty stuff, so I guess playing a lot of like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops Zombies. I was heavily into zombies. I guess I had a lot of downtime, and I'm like, yo, I'm just gonna boot up a stream and see what happens. And after that, I took a huge break, and then I didn't take content creation seriously until I think Deej just gave me the motivation to just do it. So I think I started doing YouTube. I think in 2020. Was it 2020, 2021? And I just ran with the ball, done it for over a year now. And I think we had the opportunity for Twitch drops, and that's when I moved over to Twitch. So
yeah, because you were on YouTube for a while, right? You were predominantly a YouTube creator / streamer. Like you obviously upload videos to YouTube, but you were streaming on YouTube as well.
Because at that point, like even you've got in contact with me, and you're like, yeah, why don't you stream on Twitch? And I was just like, you know, one of my obstacles, like you said earlier, like, you know, Twitch chat. And one of my worries is missing a message, and the fact that, you know,
during drops, that must have been the hardest.
It's hard. It was hard. Drops wasn't too bad, because I guess a lot of the people were just doing exclamation point drops, so it's easy to skip over them messages.
True.
But nah, ever since returning then, like I've really enjoyed it. Like it's been so fun, and now I'm in the point now where I'm trying to try new things, like as in doing just chatting and maybe playing some board games on stream. And because honestly, in my spare time, I love playing board games. Not many people know that about me. I'm a big even like a card player. Like I love just simple card games, like, you know, blackjack or even like Go Fish or something. You know, Uno.
Yes. See,
That stuff gets me excited.
I'm actually the same. I love
Really?
I love a good board game. I love poker. I love blackjack. I like most card games. Like you said, even Go Fish. Something get like games like Chase the Ace
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Oh yes.
I love. I've
Skip-Bo
always
and
yeah, I've always loved card games. I've always been a fan. I like board games as well. I wouldn't say I play board games as much as I did when I was younger, maybe, but definitely I am a fan of the board games. I like Monopoly. I think Monopoly is more a game of chance, so it's going to be interesting to see how this game works out.
yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
I think I'm ready to go though. Let me just switch my scenes so we can
I'm
sort
gonna
this out.
DM you the password just so you don't.
Yeah. I'll make sure I don't
Shut
show
out
it to stream. Two of my favorite streamers, and that's a good. Thank you, Am. I appreciate you,
Aw,
you little cutie.
thank you.
So let me get the thing up.
It's also very weird for me because I've never really done like any collabs outside of Supercards, so this is
Same.
very different.
Same. I've not really, other than the odd pack battle undefeated, by the way, chat. Let's just remember that. I've not.
I'll have to get into that later, by the way.
I've not done any. I've not done any collabs really outside of this. So let me just get my game capture up. Window capture. Here we go.
So the only clubs I've done, I think, on Supercard was with JB like a long time ago, and then just I'm always hanging out with the boys, so I guess that's kind of a collab. So
Yeah.
other than that, I don't explore.
Which you should. I'm glad that you've got in, and this is something I want to do myself. You've got into full-time content creating, but you've also kind of branched out away from 2K and away from Supercard recently. You've started, like you said a moment ago, you've started streaming other stuff that you want to get involved with and stuff that you want to kind of branch yourself out a little bit away from just WWE Games, which I think is a good thing because from personal experience, and you can tell me if this is how you feel, you can get bogged down in that one particular game. You can get bogged down in doing the same thing, and your viewers can become kind of one sense focused on only one game, and that's not a good thing as a creator.
Yeah. I do agree. I feel like in Supercard, don't get me wrong, like Supercard's a great game. I'll always continue to stream it. I'm not going to leave it. But I do feel like there is a ceiling to how much you can grow on Supercard.
Agreed.
Like, you know, I think the max I was doing well, like when I was getting my Twitch partner, and I was averaging 75 and stuff. And I feel like 75 to 150 to maybe even 200 is the limit for Supercard. And I feel like there's such a wider world out there that we get to explore.
I agree.
And, you know, sometimes you got to bite the bullet and go for it. And I feel like it's always tough because I know when you do swap games or like categories or whatever, like you're going to dip in viewers. Like it's going to happen. Yeah. So you got to bite the bullet and just stick with it and not turn your like I'm someone that's always had their numbers off. So just don't let that focus you. If you've got one viewer in chat and they're just talking to you, because I know a big supporter of mine is someone like Molly or Sasha Banks Fanman and I know Robski and Kingsight, like they've always just been there supporting me. So if they're there having a fun time, that I know like I'm doing the right thing and I'm doing my job.
That's a good mentality to have. I have the same mentality. The one thing I do, the one thing I've been doing for a long time now is I turn that viewer count off. To anyone watching, anyone who's just a viewer, or to anyone even that's maybe watching and you're a fellow content creator or you want to be a content creator, doing something simple as that, as turning that viewer count off, it gives you a massive weight off your shoulders, because as much as we don't seem like it, we all check the numbers. We all check, oh, those numbers weren't as good as the last stream. They might not be, maybe they were better than the last stream, but you can get a little bit bogged down and a little bit, it can get, like, I don't want to sound dramatic, but it can get emotional. It can be bad for your mental health when you maybe, like you said, you have that drop in viewers when you try something different, because it happens. It's just natural that if you try and do something that your audience is not used to, that's what's going to happen. You are going to dip in viewers. So it is nice to see you doing that. And I do think, with this series alone, it's something I want to do myself. This is the whole idea behind this, is to get to know other people. Obviously, I know you pretty well, I'd like to think. I could do with getting to know you better, but we'll get into that in the stream.
I'd
But
love
yeah,
to too.
I'm ready. I'm ready for my invite. By the way, I'm talking nonsense now. Let's get the
That's
game
perfectly
on.
fine. Go to join game. I'll actually do maybe the last one to join, just so I can say the password out.
Play online, is it? We're gonna
Yeah,
play
just play online. And you're gonna search for like you'll see my name. You should see
Okay.
my name somewhere.
Yeah,
It's called Bullfrog or Bullfroggy.
Okay, I have Discord open on my. By the way, chat, what do we think of my Skype picture? Or not my Skype, my Steam picture.
Skype.
Yeah,
Jeez,
Skype. I'm not in
that's a
2010,
huge
chat. Sorry.
throwback.
Yeah,
Oh
right.
my
I'm guessing
God.
showrooms, and then I find your name. Okay, where
Alright.
are you? Where are you? Where are you? Is this going to be a case of where you're in like a different server, like because I'm in EU? Are you going to be like a? Oh no, I found you. Never mind. Never mind.
Yeah, you should be able to find me pretty easily.
Right,
Everyone's
so-
in, so I'll just say the password out loud unless you just want to type it in. It's fine. They can see it.
I can see. I have my Discord open.
Alright.
We've joined.
Everyone's in. There we go. Game starting. Oh, I'm excited, dude. I love me some Monopolies. So.
This should be good. Has anyone in the chat ever played this game, by the way? And am I about to get slapped up by everybody that's already played this game? Because I'll just be honest. You say this is similar to Supercard, but or not Supercard. Sorry, to Monopoly.
Yeah, it's
Supercard on
pretty
the
much
brain.
Monopoly. Just
It's pretty much
scuffed.
Monopoly. Okay. So is there any major differences? Also, what color am I? I'm orange. Orange is my favorite color. That's a great start.
Oh, look at that. It's meant to be.
So
I
is there
guess
any
the
major
main difference
differences?
is. Oh, sorry. I was gonna just jump
No,
in
go
here.
ahead.
Sorry. So the main difference with this one, I guess, is obviously all the names can't be the same as Monopoly. So it's all like countries.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Where's Ireland?
when you first roll the dice, there'll be cards at the bottom of the screen, and you can like kind of sabotage people or help people out.
Oh, I see
Apart
that.
from that, it's exactly the same.
Okay. Okay, I get it. So you have trade, which is in Monopoly, build, which is, I guess, building hotels and houses, sell your
Yep.
hotels and houses, mortgage stuff. Okay, so it all seems very similar to Monopoly.
And redeem is to unmortgage your property.
Okay, that makes
I
sense.
don't know why it's
Yeah.
not part of mortgage, but yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. But again, like I said, I have plenty of questions available. So obviously, as predominantly, you did say you were trying to get away from it. What the hell is this? Spin the wheel? What's this? Is this my guy? I don't know what. I've got to
So
roll
the cards
dice.
at the bottom, yeah, you don't have to
Yeah.
worry about them if you don't want to. You can use them to sabotage like later on down the line.
Oh, I'm buying Turkey. Let's go. Right, I now own Turkey, chat. Let's go. I'm taking over the world. Like I was saying, obviously, as a predominantly, I need to click done. Obviously, as a predominantly WWE based games creator, before you started to branch out, what got you into wrestling, and at what age did you kind of gravitate towards it?
I got into wrestling, I think in 2004. I had a buddy, like when I was in school, like I would have been, year 6? No, year 4. I was very young, and he was just heavily into wrestling. I went to his house, and we're watching an episode of SmackDown. I'm like, yeah, I love this stuff. This is wicked.
Mm-hmm.
And then eventually got to the point where, we'd wear beanies over our faces, we'd cut little eye holes out, and, we'd dress up as Rey Mysterio or Eddie Guerrero and all that type of stuff. And it just, I don't know, it just lifted off then. I did take a bit of a break from wrestling when I did go to high school in 2008.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty much from 2008 to, I'd say, maybe 2016, it's a huge blank zone, so I have no idea what happened in that era. But I fell in love.
We're kind of quite similar in that sense, because I got into wrestling from a very, very young age. Like I was very young when I got into wrestling. I got into it through my dad was always a big wrestling fan, so he got me into it. We used to go and we used to rent. Some of you might not be old enough to remember this, but you used to be able to rent VHS tapes. Do you know what VHS tapes are, chat? So we used to do that and rent like the pay-per-view tapes and stuff like that, and then watch them. And then, like you, me and my friends, we used to pretend fight as wrestlers, and we used to have like directly across from where I lived, there's like a little grassy area with like a laneway directly opposite it. So we used to walk out of the laneway and sing our own entrance music as we were walking out, and then have our little wrestling matches on the grass. That's when we were like,
so cool.
I'd say 8, 9, or 10.
Yeah.
And then we used to always, what we used to do now, we might have done this. There's a chance I'm not admitting to anything, but there might have been situations where pay-per-views were recorded on VHS and passed around between us. I will not officially confess to that, but it may or may not have happened. Someone in the chat is saying exactly what they did. They feel old. About the VHS tapes, yeah, that makes me feel old because some people in the chat don't know what it is.
So you don't know what a VHS tape is. Not right.
Yeah, you got to know what a VHS tape is. So if you don't know what do I get anything for landing on this? No, okay. But about wrestling, you said you had that gap. I had a similar gap. Was there a reason for that gap, or was it just simply that you were at the age where you didn't really enjoy it as much anymore, or maybe the content you were watching wasn't good?
It wasn't that it wasn't good. I think it was mainly the fact that I was going into high school, and when you go into high school, I guess everyone's like, "Oh, wrestling's fake. It's dumb to like wrestling," and I'm like, "Oh, you know what? Maybe you're right." So I started just focusing on school, focusing on other things, you know, focusing on the girls because it's what I did, and I'm like, you know what? I think I think it was like 2011. I did kind of slowly get back into it, but I wasn't like heavily into it.
Yeah.
Right. So I had a friend at school, and he was into wrestling. I think he was talking about like some stuff that was happening. I'm like, you know what? I used to watch wrestling. I might give it a shot and watch it again. And then I kind of dive like back out of it. I'm like, I don't know if this is for me.
Okay.
So it's yeah.
I see. I had quite a similar thing, a similar time as well. That I fell out of love with wrestling for a few years, and it wasn't until pretty much the 2011, the CM Punk, the pipe bomb, that kind of reinvigorated my love for wrestling. Until that, I was out. I was not watching it. I was not keeping up with it. And then I just happened to tune into wrestling. I think maybe 2 weeks before the actual pipe bomb. I seen the CM Punk stuff going on. I'd seen stuff like on through clips and stuff like that I would have seen little bits, but I was never watching a full show or anything like that. But
100%, yes.
But to see that, that's what kind of pushed me back into it, and that's what got me. That's why CM Punk, I've always said he'll be one of my favorites, because he's the one that got me back into it. And I genuinely, I don't know if you feel the same way, but if I didn't get that push back into wrestling, I don't think I'd be doing what I'm doing now. I really
100%, I agree. So I don't think I was around watching the CM Punk stuff when that was all happening. So I missed out on like the Money in the Bank match. I missed out on the pipe bomb.
Yeah.
I missed out on a lot of like good era matches. I had to go back and watch them because it's phenomenal. But I do regret missing it. It looked like such a fun time.
It was fantastic. So I also know a little something else about you. You do play guitar, and you enjoy playing guitar.
Not very good at it, yeah.
You are very good at it. I've heard it. So, at what age did you pick up a guitar, or is it a recent skill? Because I've heard it.
Oh my god, trust how much it's going for. I'm stopping up this. You can have it, bro. I don't want it. I picked it up in 2006. I went to a new school, and one of the classes they had there was a music program.
Okay.
And I'm like, you know what? This is my time to shine and pick up a guitar. So 2006 is when I picked it up, and then in 2008 as well, I took it super seriously. But then I think maybe 2010, I'm like, you know what? I don't know about this. So I put it down for a couple of years until like 2018 or 17. I picked it back up again. So yeah, it's fun. I will say that I know I do a couple of guitar streams over on my Twitch. I noticed that when I'm playing in my headset, it sounds perfectly fine. But in this stream, for some reason, it's like a tiny delay, and it sounds so bad. It just sounds like I'm missing every note. So I need to find a way to fix it. I'll make it better.
Is it a delay of the audio input, like?
It's like the guitar input is delayed a bit.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Other more technical savvy people can figure that out.
Yeah,
I'm sure you
I
can figure it out.
talk to other people, it's fine. Yeah, I'll figure it out eventually.
I'd
not to bring it to my channel full time, though.
I think you should. You should. I think I've seen it. I've been in your stream. By the way, to anyone in the stream, I've seen other content creators in the stream, and to you as well, Froggy. I am a massive lurker. If I'm in your stream, I rarely chat. I don't know if you feel the same way, but if I'm in someone's stream and I chat, I get hit with a couple of "Hey, Funky, hello," and I just feel like If I keep replying to all the messages, I'm kind of taking over someone's chat. so
Yeah,
I'm kind
taken
of,
away from the streamer. Yeah.
exactly. So I just tend to chill out and not say anything. I'll say hello at first, and then usually I'm just gone. I'm lurking, but I'm not typing in your chat. So I have been in your chat, and I've seen you. I don't know if you still have it, but you did have a card, the Streamloots card, which you had, you had to play guitar.
Play guitar.
Which I thought was a great idea. Now,
It just makes me unique compared to everyone else that uses Streamloots. Streamloots is very popular right now, so
that's a good,
it
that's
sets
a
me
good
apart.
point. I think I have got a suggestion for it.
Ooh,
I
okay.
I am renowned for having a terrible memory. My community will tell you this, so
Oh,
forgive me
I'm the same.
if this is the card that you already have. But what I think would be a good suggestion, or maybe a good twist on it, would be that to make it a song request version. So you have to play whatever song someone. I'm buying guitar. Whatever song someone suggests. So that could be anything from Barbie Girl to.
Oh my god.
To, I don't know. Let's Go Barbie. I can't
Gotta
remember the name of the song.
learn a song and then play it next stream,
Exactly.
or
play it
live
from your
type of learn
mind.
thing.
Yeah, play it.
Oh
like,
my
yeah.
god,
Just learn it.
that would be so bad.
But it would be funny.
True.
Which is
True.
good.
You're very right there.
Okay,
That's a good
on.
idea.
That's a good idea. You like it? I want
I do
50%
like
of
it.
all the cards sold.
Alright, done.
Fair deal. Fair deal. Right.
You're watching
so,
too much Shark Tank.
Shark Tank, yeah. 50%. I'm in. I've noticed, by the way, that I'm doing okay. I'm not doing too bad. But I have not been paying any attention to what everybody else is buying. I won't lie. I've noticed who's Molly has quite a lot of properties. I've noticed that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, to be fair, I have 3. And you have, what color are you? You are, I actually don't know what color you are.
I'm the soccer ball.
Oh, you're the song. How many have you got? You're buying
So I've
Canada.
got 2 now.
You got 2. Okay. Robski paid about $6,000 for the water company, which is just mind-boggling. So I don't know why he's decided to do that. But good job.
That's why I'm back down.
By the way, let's take a second, chat, to give a shout out to. There is some people in the chat right now actually in this game. Let's give a shout out to Robski, Molly, and Mr. Kingslayer, or Happy Kingslayer in the chat. So shout out to those. Right, Froggy, I don't know what this does, but I'm gonna click it. Spin the wheel of fortune. I'm doing it. I don't know what it does, but I've spun the wheel. So
It's gonna either be good or bad.
Well, let's hope it's good. Uh-oh.
That is go to jail. Oh no, you got it. Plus
Hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. I thought it was going to be plus 500. Does this mean I get to roll again, or is that just my go?
I think that was your go, yes.
Oh, fantastic. Right. Moving on. We talked about you and the guitar. So I've got an important question for you, and you can take time to think about this. What the hell? Steal 250?
Oh, what?
Who is he stolen from? Better not be me, Robski, or you're banned and unmodded. Who was that?
Probably me.
Better not be me, Robski. But yeah, this is a question that I think it might take you some time to answer. It might take you some time to think about. So feel free for us to come back to it in a while.
Okay.
But it's an important question. It's a heavy question. So are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm nervous.
How many chickens would it take to kill an elephant?
How many chickens would it take to kill an elephant?
Estimate. It doesn't have to be an exact figure. An estimate.
Probably 1. Honestly, if it tastes bad.
He's not eating the chicken. I mean, it's a creative answer.
He's not eating it.
He's not eating it. But do you really think if a chicken eats a raw... Or sorry, not a chicken eats a raw elephant.
Is he eating like a raw chicken that's like 200 years old?
If an elephant eats a raw chicken, I don't think it affects the elephant that much. I just lost 200 quid. But yeah, I don't think it affects the elephant that much. I think it's too small for him to notice and to have a big effect on him. I'm sure his stomach could handle it quite well. I'm talking about how many alive chickens attacking an elephant.
An army of chickens.
Yeah.
Okay. I have no idea. It's probably some trick answer. I'm just gonna say
there's no trick answer.
169. I don't know.
106. Nice. I would agree with. I think it'll take over 100. I think an elephant easily stomps on about 20 at once. maybe a
I
little
think
less.
you're just gonna stomp on them all. in
Yeah,
fairness.
pretty much. I think it takes a couple of 100 chickens, to be honest.
But like Godzilla, you know, you just stomping on everything. That's a
Godzilla.
chance.
That's exactly. It's a good way to describe it. So back to the creation side of things and get away from the how many chickens it's going to take to fight. Let's get back to some good questions, some actually professional questions.
Some good questions.
Are there any creators you currently not aspire to be, but admire or look up to, or any creators that you think, hey, you're doing it right, I like the way you do it, and you might not necessarily take things from them, but you learn from them?
It sounds so cliche, but like Funkyt0wn, man, the stuff that he's been doing, honestly, like it's so cool. And I guess he's always like been there for me, and I've always asked him questions, and he's always been someone I look up to in content creation. I know he's close to me, and I know he's doing wonders right now. You know, even recently got featured in WWE Supercard. Like that's never happened before. Man's doing absolute work, and he's putting in the hours, and it's working.
And it's great to see.
Yeah.
And
Honestly.
Just to touch on that, I know the two of you are very close, and the two of you have been close for a while. With being as close to him as you are, do you feel that you kind of, how do I phrase this without it sounding bad? Do you feel like you have got yourself stuck where everybody knows you in his community from Supercard and everybody knows you in your community from Supercard? That do you feel trying to get out of Supercard will hinder you?
I mean, it might hinder me, but I honestly don't mind. I know we do have like very similar audiences. I mean, it's Supercard. I guarantee that even you and I have similar audiences.
100%. I would say I would say 80% of the people that watch either one of us watch the other one. I would say, if not higher.
100%. Like Supercard is okay. So Supercard is a game where it is so popular, but barely anyone streams it. So the community for Supercard is very, very tiny. At the same time, it is large, but it is tiny. So a lot of the like faces know each other. So it's of course, it's gonna hinder me like moving out and like trying to do different things. But I'm always gonna be here. But like, I'm always gonna be the same frog. So
that's the positive attitude to have. And as a content creator, I think anybody watching in the chat who is maybe currently hello Mir, and what's up going on everybody in the chat? Sorry, I've kind of been ignoring you while running through questions here, but I'm paying attention to my guest chat. I'm ignoring you for a moment. But like I was saying, as a creator, you gotta sometimes not be afraid to take that step away from your comfort zone. You know, like you and me, we both know. And again, I don't mean any disrespect by this, but I think we're both similar, and there's another number of other people that are similar to us as well, that we've all got very comfortable in the zone we're in, and I think it's time for us to kind of spread our wings and fly, you know? We need to kind of escape, not the hole we're in, because that's the wrong description of it. It's not a bad thing.
No, we love Supercard. I think to the day we die, like Supercard will always be there for us. As long as the game's up and running, we'll always be there for it.
Oh, 100%.
But we need to try and find new things to do as well, because it gets stale at times.
Yeah, it's like anything. If you consistently do something over and over and over and over and over and over again, you just get burnt out, and you get I lost 50 quid. You can become bored, and it can become stale, and if you try to push through something like that, listen, I've been one to advocate for people taking breaks when they need to take a break, because if you try to push something, you can just completely get burnt out, and then it's a case where I'm not doing this anymore, or I'm not playing this game anymore at all. Whereas just taking little breaks away from it, like you said, I think we're both people who will always play the game for the most part. I don't see myself quitting the game anytime soon. That's not what I'm trying to say, but I think it's right what you're doing right now, that you're trying to make yourself a little path where you can maybe bring in a different audience, bring in a different viewer, so you can stream what you want to stream. Because at the end of the day, if people are not tuning into your stream for you, that's not what you want. You want people to be streaming in to watch you, not to watch what's on the screen.
Yeah, 100%.
Because at the end of the day, it's your stream. You're the person, like, and I'm sure your viewers will agree, you're an entertaining streamer. It's not like we go into your stream and you're sitting there and not talking. You're very engaging. You talk with your chat.
I try to.
Which is a great thing.
But
It can be hard. And you do long streams, which is another good thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I tried it. I tried it recently as well. I think yesterday I did like a 12-hour stream. Like, it was huge.
Do you 12 hours? That's what I mean. Like, you put in a lot of effort recently. I've noticed it. I think a lot of people have noticed it. You've been doing great on just 2K22, for example. You've been doing work on my faction. So tell us a little bit.
Absolute beast.
Tell us a little bit about. For God's sake, why don't keep landing on everybody else's stuff? Wait, I get double, so I get to roll again. Wait, do I not have to pay? Oh no, I'm rolling to see what I have to pay now, am I? If it's like Monopoly. Do I have to pay 50?
Oh,
no, I
you
don't have to pay anything.
Doubles.
Tornado is coming! Select where to hit. Oh my god, so can I select it to hit someone else's property here?
Okay, so yes, so if they have houses, you can like get rid of a house.
Oh, nobody has
I don't
houses.
think there's no houses at the moment, so yeah.
Oh, so I can't do anything. Oh, I got excited for a minute.
That sucked.
Now I forget what I was saying. What was I talking about, chat?
I think it took going to my faction.
Oh yeah,
and,
sorry.
I guess putting in hours and stuff for it.
So back to my faction. I've seen the numbers you've put into my faction. You've put in a lot of time to my faction. What about 2K22 has been your favorite thing? Is it my faction, or is there something else that you've been putting a lot of time into, maybe even off stream, and you've just been enjoying it a lot? Because I'll let you speak in a second. I don't want to take up too much time, but me personally, when the game first came out, I was really, really, really enjoying it, and I got that initial, and I'm sure you would have got it yourself at times, little bit of burnout, and then I've started doing other stuff, and I've kind of reinvigorated myself with the game, and I've found it really entertaining again. So, again, what have you found to keep you going on the game, and what are you enjoying most about it right now?
So I do actually really enjoy my faction. I haven't really died out from it. I guess the only thing I've really hated about my faction was Proving Grounds. Like, I was not a fan of doing all the challenges. The overused ladder matches was very annoying. And that kind of burnt me out a bit, because I think there's some shows where there'd be like 6 ladder matches, like 8-man ladder matches, and I hate that so much. I got close to stopping, but I pulled through, got through it, and yeah, my faction's the go-to. I do also want to say, like, I think one of the worst modes, I probably shouldn't say it, but
they're not watching.
I'm not
Don't
really
worry.
a fan of.
They're not watching.
Hey,
they're not watching.
Not watching. Okay,
no. They're definitely not watching.
One of the modes, I'm sure it'd be great now because of the new update that got released, but my GM, I feel like it was very underwhelming.
I agree.
When it first got released.
I'd
love to give it another shot now.
Yeah.
But there's still a lot of work that needs to be done.
For anyone that doesn't know, my GM has got well, there's been a lot of updates today. There's been a new patch released, a lot of updates. You can find it on the WWE Games Twitter, or a lot of people probably quote tweet it, including myself. But for those of you that don't know, those of you that are interested in my GM, there was a quick update for it released. The tag team titles for both male and female, by the way, were added to the game. Now, the one thing I have seen is that you can't make someone your champion immediately. You kind of have to have it vacant and have a match for it. But they've also made the match cards bigger, which is a great addition. And I do hope that they maybe add some more titles as well into that sort of thing. But I agree about my GM. I found the same experience, that I found trying to do anything more than the 15 weeks was a slog. We did it on stream. I don't know if you tried to stream it yourself.
I did try. It didn't work out well.
I found, like, and this is why I've started doing what I've started doing on stream. I found the chat kind of lost interest very quickly. It can make for a good video if done well and if edited well, but it doesn't make for a good stream in my opinion. Because it's a lot of going through menus, it's a lot of boring filling gaps, and then you're just simming matches. It can be not very entertaining to some people. Some people love it, and some people you will find an audience for it, but I don't think there's as large of an audience. RC Fernandez, thank you very much for the tier 1 for 13 months, my friend. Thank you. We're talking about 2K22, by the way, Fresh King. But yeah, I would agree with you about my GM with that. And like you said, I'm looking forward, and I do hope it's slightly improved with the new titles being added, a little bit of difference, you know. I am looking forward to getting my hands on it. You've gone all robot-y, by the way. You've gone robot voice. Chat, is it just me, or has he gone robot voice? Because he's gone very robot voice for me. Let's see if it could be just me. Dylan is spamming all my commands in the chat, which I love. Thank you very much, Dylan. But you've gone very...
Oh, did I miss out on the vid?
Oh, no,
I
you're
did.
back now. You're back.
I'm back? Maybe I'm lagging.
You're fine. Yeah, people were
My
saying...
internet's very bad down here.
You're fine. You're okay now. Yeah, chat was saying you're a robot, but
Okay.
you're fine now. Don't worry.
I did nothing as well, so...
Don't worry. Yeah. It's, sometimes all you need to do is nothing. Let me just tell the chat.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you just don't... You just sit still and don't panic, and it works itself
I mean, I
out.
was panicking. Don't worry. Oh no, bad streamer.
So I've got
Or bad guest.
I've got a few more questions I want to get through, and I want to jump into this one because I think this is important to anyone maybe in the chat now who, and I'm sure you have it as well. I have various number of content creators tune into my stream, or people that have asked me, "Hey, I want to start streaming. How do I start streaming?" If you could give any piece of advice, and only one piece of advice, to yourself for when you began streaming, what would it be?
I'd probably say just stick with it, honestly. I know it's nice and simple, but just stick with it. Like, just press the go live button and just stick with it. It's hard. The hardest part about streaming is legitimately pressing the go live button.
100%. I agree.
Like, it is. Sometimes, like, back when I was starting up, like, I would sit there with OBS open, or at the time, I think it was XSplit. So I'd sit there just hovering over start streaming. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to do it. My chat's not going to move today. I'm not going to get all the viewers that I had yesterday. So you freak out. Like, just press the button and go live. Just be you. Have fun.
Exactly. I completely agree, and I'm going to go on a little bit of a rant here, so I apologize for this in advance. But I've been in content creation for a while. I have been in content creation Supercard wise for about 4 years, maybe a little bit longer, but in total, probably longer than 10 years. Like, I used to, a long time ago, I used to make FIFA videos, and I used to make Minecraft videos. You won't find them, chat. I've deleted the channel, okay? So don't even bother trying to look. You won't find them anywhere. But I used to make a lot of FIFA videos, and I used to, I had a channel, I think I had almost 10,000 subscribers, and I got rid of the channel just because life got in the way, basically. I was getting to that stage. I was in a long-term, not to get all emotional on everybody, but I was in a long-term relationship, and things were kind of moving in a certain direction. And then I kind of said, okay, well, what are my priorities here? And I put that to the back burner and got rid of that. And then for whatever reason, that relationship didn't work out. And then a couple of years after that, I kind of came back to content creation, and I found that it was always something that I wanted to get back involved with because I've always been passionate about it. It's always something that I've been interested in. And this is why I'm bringing this whole thing up, because the second time doing it, I knew what not to do going in. So I knew how to start. I knew what I needed to do. I knew, and feel free to disagree with me on this if you want. And this is a note to a lot of people watching maybe, but I don't think you can gain a healthy audience or a healthy viewership through just Twitch. I think you need, especially nowadays, I think you need to gain an audience from elsewhere and bring it with you. So whether that's, you can do both, don't get me wrong. You can start Twitch and then start a YouTube, or start a TikTok, or even a Twitter, and gain a following and gain an audience. But to anyone that's getting interested in content creation, and I know some of you in the chat have personally DM'd me and asked me about this. This match will never end, says Robski. It will end because I'll go bankrupt soon. Don't worry, I'll knock you out on purpose. But back to what I was saying, that with content creation, you need to find a balance, and you need to find an audience to bring with you from elsewhere. Otherwise, I think you will struggle on Twitch to grow. I see a lot of people, and I'm not going to name any names, and I'm not trying to diminish any of them or anything like that. That is not what I'm trying to say, but I see a lot of people, and they get the same viewer number every time they stream because they don't try and do that. They don't try and build an audience on a different platform. They just hit go live and think that's enough. That might sound harsh. That might sound harsh, but like, that's what I needed to know. That's why I'm bringing it up. I needed to know that going in the second time, because that's what I tried to do the first time. I tried to just have one channel of content in terms of, I just had YouTube. I didn't have a Twitter presence. I didn't have a Twitch when I first started. I didn't have anything else. I just had a YouTube. I think it's easier. Oh, I'm on Mexico. Oh, go on. We'll buy Mexico. Why not? But I didn't have an audience on anywhere else but YouTube. And it is easier to build an audience on YouTube for anyone wondering. I think Twitch is the hardest place to build an audience on. I don't know if that you agree. Yeah. I
do agree. I feel like jumping in here, I do feel like when I was taking that huge break and just doing YouTube and no Twitch, like I was growing very rapidly, especially when I started doing streaming over there as well. Like I was growing so fast. And as soon as I stopped and I moved to doing Twitch pretty much full time, like I've noticed that, you know, it's been a bit of a rocky situation now. It's just not moving much. So I feel like I'm capped at like a 1,000 viewer mark. So
yeah. The problem with Twitch is that for those of you that don't know, and we're probably going to get very technical talking about this and very boring to some of you, but if any of you are content creators, this is good information. For any of you that don't know, Twitch is very bad for discovery. Very bad. Like, for instance, not to blow our own trumpets here. What the hell? What happened there?
It's the Olympics.
Oh.
It's the Olympics. If you land on it, you're going to pay like, I think, double what the price is. So
I'm noticing something
you can
here.
go bankrupt if you land on it.
I do want to point this out because I'm not happy about it. I don't see Ireland on the map. Or on the board.
Sorry.
Not happy about that. But back to what I was going to say.
Next time.
Yeah. Edit it in or something. Get onto the game creator.
Done.
Back to what I was going to say was... this goes back to me having bad memory, by the way, because now I forget what I was going to say. What was I talking about?
Content creation. And discoverability on Twitch.
Oh, yeah. That's the one. Discoverability, thank you, because bloody hell, my memory's terrible. Right. Discoverability on Twitch is absolutely horrendous. To anyone that's wondering, like, put it this way. With Supercard, I think we're a little bit more lucky. I think it's easier to find Supercard creators than it is to find, let's say, for example, first person I'm seeing in the chat, J Fowler. If he was to start streaming and he decided, hey, I'm going to play Fortnite, you are going to be at the bottom of a list of thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people. I don't think people realize how many people actually stream. Like, how many individual people actual stream per day. There's like 2 point something million individuals.
If you want to start streaming, I was going to say a game like Supercard is very good. Like I was saying earlier, Supercard is so popular, but it barely has any creators for it.
Especially
like,
around drops.
I mean, around drops you'll get people, but even out of Supercard, nice. But if you go to Supercard now, I'm sure there'll probably be like maybe 6 people live, maybe 6 to 10 people live, if that. But if you go to someone like Fortnite, like saying, there's gonna be like 500 people live, and you get lost in the mix. No one would like find you.
Exactly. That's what I was.
So it's hard.
That's what I was going to bring up as well. That now I remember what I was talking about when I said like I don't want to blow our own trumpets, but just to throw some examples out there. What's going on, Dripta? How we doing? And Vinny, how are you doing? I'm not a natural blonde, John. Actually, that's a lie. I used to be blonde. I troll. Now I've gone dark brown and slightly grey. But anyway, back to what I was saying. During drops, just to bring drops up again, there was definitely a lot more people that began streaming, which I think is a great thing for the community. I like it. I think it's good.
Great.
But just to tip on the discoverability aspect, you will find that there was... I can buy this. I'm buying this. You will find that the peak people still got the peak amount of viewers. So just to name names, myself, you, King Kitten, JB, Dan, I'm sure there was other people, but
Marcino.
Yeah, I'm sure there was other people, but like names are just not coming to my head right now. But there was a lot of people. But there was that like small kind of group that had the majority, sorry, I didn't click done, the large amount of viewers, and that's what will happen in a situation like that, because people will just click whoever has the most viewers when they check Twitch, because that's going to be the first channel. They're not going to scroll down, which is what I was kind of talking about when I was talking about Fortnite. People aren't going to scroll all the way down to the 500 people that has 4 viewers. They're going to click whoever's the top streamer and has the highest amount of viewers, because people are lazy. like I do it myself. I'll click the first stream that I see sometimes. Even
I'm guilty for that too.
Yeah, even in terms of raiding somebody. A lot of the times I will raid people who I see, maybe I'm following them already, or people that like I'm not going to scroll. Even during drops, like I'm sure you realized there was a lot of people live for Supercard, and we wouldn't scroll. I personally, anyway, I wouldn't scroll all the way to the bottom and raid. I'd kind of find someone in the middle and raid them if I was raiding them. But just a bit of advice to anybody watching, that if it is something you're going to get in to, and I know some of you have personally in the chat, I can see names now, have DM'd me about starting. What the hell? Are you trying to trade me all of this? Wait, hang on. No! I'm not getting... no!
That's actually not bad.
Yeah, but I haven't paid attention enough to accept it. So... so...
I think it was giving you a set.
Yeah, but I wasn't paying attention.
I think it was like... I think it was 2 trains and a set for, I think, one of your reds.
Yeah, I don't want trains. I don't like trains. No, I don't want any train stations. But back to my questions, because we got into a bit of a hole there with the whole Twitch creation stuff. Back to my questions. If you weren't a content creator, what do you think you'd be doing now? Or is this something that you've always thought, this is what I want to do?
Content creation isn't something that I've always wanted to do. Like I guess there's a lot of stuff I'd like to do, right? I guess being a wrestling fan, I would like to go and train and be a wrestler, but with the medical issues, it's kind of something I can't do. But as a job, what I'd love to do, someone in the jail. As a job, like, hey. Oh, I said unlucky. Okay. I said Froggy for a second. I'm like, hold on, what? No, but as a job, like, with all the medical conditions that I have, with my eyesight, I will say as well, I've got heart issues, with Parkinson's white. Okay. I've also got bronchiectasis as well for my lungs. So it's very hard for someone like me to find a job, because no one, wants to hire someone with all this medical problems. So that's where I turn to content creation, and that's the only way I pretty much get an income.
I do have a question for you, and feel free if you're not comfortable talking about it. You brought up 2 other conditions that you have there. I never really speak about them. I've never heard about it. Is it something you are comfortable talking a little bit more about, or would you rather kind of keep that close to yourself?
I've never really... it's not like it's... I think out of all my conditions, I feel like being blind was the worst one. Because people... Well, if I say to someone, hey, I'm blind, people would judge me, and that was something I was always worried about. So I guess during Twitch jobs, I became more open about it, but I didn't really speak about, my lungs or my heart. So having all those issues just makes it so much harder to do other things.
Do you find, and again, if any of these questions are out of line maybe or whatever, just tell me to shut up.
You're fine.
But do you find that sometimes you can have little moments where you're like, I don't know if I should keep doing this, or do you have moments where it can become really tough to do it because of those issues, and you get a little bit maybe frustrated by that?
I guess I do, because there are some days where I do want to be live for a very long time, but sometimes I can be, out of breath, or I can lose my energy, or I get tired just so quickly where I'm like, maybe I'm gonna go offline, I have something to eat and just relax and lay down, just rest my vocal cords. And it does suck, because if it was up to me and if I had like the perfect internet stuff, I'd probably be live like 24/7. Like I do really enjoy content creation, but my health does also stop me from doing that. There's days where I can stream for 2 hours, and then there's days where I can stream for 24 hours. So it's tough, it's hard, because it just depends how I wake up in the morning.
That's interesting to know. Again, I didn't know about that, so it's very open of you to explain a little bit more about that.
Well,
I'm happy you were comfortable to do so.
I used to work in a fast food restaurant, and with my lung issues, one of the stuff, like I was working with chickens, back to the chicken story.
Okay.
So every time I open up the, I think it's like a giant oven, and it'd store like, I think 20 chickens in it, and I couldn't go near it because of all of the, like the smoke that would come out of it, because of my lungs. I didn't want to like inhale it or get it near my body. So, I ended up doing other stuff at that job. They didn't want me near it. So it's always hard. It's always hard,
And is that something, well, not just that, but the conditions that you have. And again, I don't want to stay on these subjects for too long because I know it can be maybe uncomfortable for you to talk
It can
about.
be tough and uncomfortable. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's fine. I don't mind talking
just
about it.
just maybe a final question on that. Were these conditions, the three that you've mentioned, are they something that you've always had, or something that you've kind of
So
had over time?
I will say that my lungs and my eyes I was pretty much born with.
Mm-hmm.
And then with my heart, with Parkinson's white, I'll be doing another trade. I had a semi heart attack at a festival, like some Asian cultured festival. I can't remember what it was called. And I just fell to the ground and ended up going to the hospital. And they're like, "Oh, you got something wrong with your heart. We need to add in a ticker." So that started.
I didn't
That
mean
was
to do that,
probably
by
that was maybe 6 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was kind of recent. So yeah.
I just accepted his trade without meaning to.
Yeah.
Well, that's
That's
interesting
alright,
that you
we can-
mentioned your heart
Yeah.
issue was recent. Again, I'm going to move on from this subject because I don't want to get too into it because I want to make sure you're.
I'm sure
straight.
we can get back to it later as
Yeah, we
well
can go
if
back to it
you'd
later.
like to. So
So let's get onto a little bit maybe of a lighter subject. Okay, if you had to pick one conspiracy theory to get behind, what would it be and why? So you have to get behind one.
serious.
It has to be one, and you have to be fully behind it. And why would that be the one you choose?
Earth is flat. I don't know.
No, you can't be saying the Earth is flat.
The flat earther. Can I be that dude?
Yeah, well, AJ Styles is a flat earther, so I don't like.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, that's a well-known thing. Did you not know that?
I did not know that.
AJ Styles is a flat earther. Yeah, I think there's other people in
Oh my
wrestling as well that are
God.
flat earthers. But the one that would spring to my mind would be the people in power are lizards. That's the one I could get behind.
Oh, the lizard people.
The lizard people is the one I can't get behind flat earth because it just makes no sense. I've seen literal pictures of Earth. It is a globe. And then unless you tell me,
Are you sure?
Now the other one I could get behind is the moon landing was
Aliens.
fake. No, aliens
Oh,
are
the
real.
moon landing was fake. They are real. I believe that.
I refuse to believe that we as a civilization are the only civilization in the universe. I refuse to believe it. So whether or
Yeah.
not aliens have been on this planet or not is a different question. But do they exist? By chance, yes, they have to. There's no way we are the only other life. We are the only living, breathing life form on any planet in the universe. It's just
Actual facts.
it's not possible. Simply maybe on another planet, there's two other versions of us right now, and I've
I
already
hope
been
not.
knocked out of Rento. You know, maybe that's
Yeah,
all
we're already
happened.
bankrupt.
Yeah, I'm already gone bankrupt. I think I will go bankrupt soon because I'm not paying attention to the game at all.
Yeah, I've had a very bad run. I think I've only got like 3 properties.
I think I've only got
It's not
2
good.
now.
So-
I don't even check. Yeah, I think I've got 2. I gave away my best property without paying attention. I tried to ask for
Yeah.
6,000 off him. Robski, what are you kind of trying to give me? No, you want the yellow Robski? No, I'm paying enough attention to realize that I'm giving you. Oh wait, he's trying to do a Kingslayer.
It's-
Not me. No, don't
That's
do it.
Kingslayer.
You're giving him a full yellow set. Accepted.
We're both going to be bankrupt.
Oh yeah, we're out. I'm in second. The chat is saying
We're
no.
out.
I had the second most money, chat. That doesn't mean I'm in second place. That just means I haven't spent my money. That's all that means.
We
Because
can't.
I can. I don't have anything to spend on. I don't think I have any sets. I don't think I have any like good streets. I have a grey, a light blue. Oh, someone's building houses.
Ah, no.
And maybe a green, I think, or an orange, maybe. I can't remember. I've 2 oranges. Now, I could try and trade with Froggy
You
and
could
try and
trade
get
me.
myself that other orange.
You could.
I could try to get myself
Good.
Canada. But
I'm going to start doing some trading soon as well, so.
but I have to figure out what he's looking for. What are you looking for? What do you need?
I see some light. I see got a light blue over there. Maybe I can try and make a trade with Mr. Moley, and if he accepts, maybe I can trade with you for the last orange.
Okay, on my turn, I'm a trade. I'm offer a trade. I'm gonna offer a trade on my next turn to you. if I can figure out how to do that.
I think take some money and some through the property. Might work something out.
We can see. We can see. So let me.
Oh my god! Look at that property.
For God's sake. So, let me ask you a question about this game in general, because when I asked you to pick a game, and I'm not going to reveal guests, by the way, chat. I've seen a few people ask towards the start of the stream. I revealed Dan purely because he was in the chat, but I'm not going to reveal guests because people's time can change. They can be busy one week and then they can not be busy the next week, or they can be not busy and say, hey, I'm able to do it, and then it comes close to the date and they say, oh, do you know what, this came up, I'm sorry. Maybe they have an outside of work or outside of streaming job and they can't do it. But that's the reason I'm not going to reveal everybody. I'm still waiting on some people to confirm dates, but we have got a lot of people lined up. I've got 10 people lined up, so this is going to be a series that's going to be going on for hopefully a while. And it is a series, to those of you that are wondering, that is basically for me to get to know the people on it and to kind of bring them to my community. In Froggy's case, a lot of you, if not all of you, will already know who he is.
Yeah, maybe. Well, not only that, there might be a couple of people that never heard who I am in my life, and like, yeah, maybe we can connect with this dude. He sounds all right.
Exactly.
Come say hello.
Maybe you can go follow. Maybe you can. Well, don't use your Prime sub there. Use it here. But maybe you can subscribe. Maybe that's the thing you could do. You can maybe.
I'll type in chat. There you go. That's me.
There you go. That's him. Look, he's a purple tick. It's always nice to see. We love to see it. Speaking of actually, you've been partner now. You've been partner now for a while. I was supposed to trade with you, by the way, and I completely forgot. But
you're fine.
You've been partner now for a while. How long ago did you get your partner on Twitch?
I think it was in November. It was like November 29.
So towards the end of the year. So you've been partner now for about what? Let's say 4 months, 5 months, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So have you noticed anything different? Because I'm interested to hear your answer on this. Have you noticed you just follow and sub to him? Thank you, Henry. Appreciate it. I've noticed you don't sub to me, Henry. So mods, could we ban Henry from the chat, please? But
no, I'm banned.
But no, back to what I was bringing up. Have you noticed any difference in maybe, this is a multiple part question, this one, as you become partner, have you noticed any difference in your streams, your audience retention, your audience gain, your audience viewership, or even how you're able to present yourself? I know this is a very loaded question. Or how you're able to present yourself to potential. What the hell just happened? Has he just built a mansion? Oh God. You're down to 150.
Also everything.
Chat exclamation mark donate so Froggy can survive.
Nice plug.
But back to what I was saying. You become a baker of the year. Oh, chat. I always had said baker. I was about to go on about I was baked the best donuts. I become banker of the year, chat. I got $80. Let's go. Banker of the year. But back to what I was saying.
You're about to forget what you're saying, yeah.
Yeah. As you became Twitch partner, because this would probably be eye-opening for a lot of people watching the stream. As you became Twitch partner, did you notice anything immediately? Maybe not immediately, but in the coming months since you became partner, have you noticed an uptake in viewership? Have you noticed an uptake in even stuff like sponsorships or companies reaching out to you? Or have you kind of just felt, and you can be as honest with this as you like, or have you kind of just felt like, okay, I have a purple tick now?
I have a purple tick now, but I will be completely honest. I got extremely lucky. I was in the right time at the right place when I got my tick. I feel like in my mind I do not deserve it. I disagree,
but I'll let you finish.
I don't deserve it at all, bro. I got it pretty much because of Twitch drops. I'll be completely honest, and I know a lot of people can flame me for that, and I'm perfectly fine. But if it wasn't for Twitch drops, I probably would not have a tick. You know, that helped me put in hours and put in work. You know, I guess I got lucky after Twitch drops. You know, I still had 75 people to even 100 people. You know, come around stream, and it was going well. I think for a while, even to the second Twitch drops. You know, I was still averaging at 75 to 100 at that point. But I think it was with the release of like 2K22, I have noticed like a bit of a dip. and even like trying to do new things now, then it's a huge dip. Especially
Yeah.
doing like the 10-hour streams, the 12-hour streams, like it's massive dip. But to me, I don't mind. Like I'm doing what I normally do offline, and I'm just having fun with it. So
Yeah, why not? If you're playing games offline, why not try get involved and play them on stream?
on stream,
But
yeah,
I'm trying to figure out how to do a trade here, so bear with me a little moment.
bottom left, and click my name.
Okay, let me offer maybe that. I think I've done that right. There you
And
go.
then there you go. So a blue. I'll do it. Even though I've got no money, but I'll do it.
Yeah,
I'll give you some money as well. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. I'll give you
250
money
as well.
Yeah. Because
what a sweetheart.
the orange is worth more, so I said let's give you a little bit of change,
True.
Yeah, he deserves it. Exactly, Chad. This is what I wanted to touch on, right? So, and I'm just going to talk from personal experience on the whole Twitch partner thing, right? So a lot of people think that when you get Twitch partner, that you suddenly just get more money, you earn more money, you get better
don't.
viewership, you get this, you get that. You're suddenly a great, and some people do let that go to their head, and they think, oh, I've made it now. To me, I always felt like I just had a purple tick now.
Yeah, that's
No
exactly.
problem, Dylan. I'll catch you next time, man. Thank you for watching. Sorry, Froggy, to cut across you there. But
You're right.
like I was saying, yeah, I always just felt like I got a purple tick. It was something that, and maybe you were the same as me, but when I didn't have it, it meant more to me. Because I was consistently striving to get. Have you landed on it? Is that you again? No, it's Mr. Kingslayer.
It's Molly.
Oh, it's Molly.
I think.
Unlucky, mate. Yeah, but I was consistently trying to get it. I was consistently seeking it out. I was consistently looking at my numbers, wondering, hey, why haven't I got it? Because to be, and I don't think I've ever said this on stream
I was the
before.
same. I'll say that I was the same when I was pushing for it, and I was close. That's when I was paying attention to my numbers, because you don't want to go low, like below than 75, because that's the goal.
This is what I was going to bring up, and I'm pretty sure maybe I have when I haven't really noticed, or I was delirious, but I don't think I've brought this up on stream before. But, and I'm going to be completely honest, when I was chasing that partner for a year, now those of you that are not aware, Twitch sets targets that you have to hit. So it's certain amount of viewers, certain amount of hours streamed, and certain amount of days streamed. And for a year, literally, I think 10 or 11 months, I consistently hit those numbers for a year. Let's say it was 10 or 11 months. Let's just call it a year to make it easier. So for a year, I hit those numbers, and I kept getting denied. Every time I'd apply, I got denied, and I was consistently getting frustrated. Why am I getting denied? Why am I getting denied? Why am I getting denied? I've been hitting, and not just hitting, getting above the numbers. My average, I went and checked after I got partner for the time frame from when I started applying to just before I got it. What was my average? My average was 103 across the whole timeline viewers, which is 28 viewers above what the average is. So I always felt annoyed chasing it, but I was always actively trying to chase it. And I'll be completely honest with you, there was times that if I seen myself, and this is why I mentioned at the start of the stream, I turned off the viewer count, because there times where if I seen my viewers drop to a certain number, I would say
it killed your whole mood. Yeah,
but not only that, and this might be a shock to some of you, but I would say, hey, okay, the stream's ending in 5 minutes. I would say that to myself, and then I would begin to wrap up the stream, because I would feel depressed is the wrong word, but unmotivated and sad. Depressed is a strong word, so I wouldn't use it in that sense, but definitely sad. And I definitely felt down. I was like, oh, for God's sake, this is happening again. Maybe I dropped, maybe like, even if it was just under 70, but I knew, oh, that's going to hinder my chances of getting partner. I would kind of look at my numbers, and I'd be very conscious back in the day of my numbers. So I just feel like, to anybody watching, do not focus on that, because it can be very, 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 very bad on your mental health. When you do get that purple tick, sorry, I know I'm going way off course here. When you do get the purple tick, it will feel great. and you'll feel fantastic about it. But
Yeah.
then you will, and this is just my point of view, go to the nearest gas or nearest station. If it's bought multiplied by 2, it's not bought. Oh, it is. Who owns it? Okay, I think I
Green.
got money there, but I don't know.
King size.
How do I still have so much money? I said that too soon. I'm definitely going to land on one of these hotels now, for God's sake. Why did I say that? Why did I say that? So I've got one more question for you, and then I'm going to open it to the chat if they have any questions. So don't worry, it's not a serious question. It's just a very.
I feel like you say this about every question, and it's all been perfectly fine.
It's not. And I do apologize because I tend to go on rants when I start speaking, and I start talking about one thing, and then I just completely veer off course and start talking about something else. So sorry about that if I've done that a lot. But the last question, and before we open it up to the chat, is what is something that's really popular now, but in 5 years everyone will look back at it and be embarrassed by it?
Something that's really popular now.
It doesn't have to be
Would be
game. It
embarrassed
can
in
literally
5
be.
years.
It can literally be anything.
Probably TikTok. No, I don't know. Maybe TikTok.
I've got an opinion on it.
Honestly-
If you want me to answer, and it might make it easier for you to answer then. I disagree about TikTok because I look at how Vine's remembered, and Vine is just.
Vine was good, but I think Vine was pretty much full of sketches, where TikTok to me is just
Dances.
a bunch of dances. Yeah, and I feel like people will regret doing those dances in 5
Yeah.
years.
I get
So
that.
that's
I
my
can kind of see
mindset
where
of
you're
it.
coming from with that. My answer, and this could be boomer of me, chat, but my answer would be NFTs.
Oh, true.
I do. Don't get me wrong. I don't. The XFL, Robsky said. Troll accounts. Troll accounts is actually a good answer. I think people that have troll accounts.
They'll forever be around though. Even
Yeah,
in
they'll ever be.
5 years or whatever.
They were around back at, like, troll accounts have been a thing for a long time. It's not a new thing. It's not a Twitter thing. They've been around on social media
Yeah.
for a long time. But
Yeah.
I think NFTs, and I am by no means an expert on NFTs, but I think the whole blockchain technology thing will probably be a thing. But I think people buying an NFT will probably be laughed at. In terms of, you got saved? How did I get saved? I wasn't paying attention, Kingslayer. What did I do? But yeah, but NFTs, like I seen the other day, someone bought an NFT for 2.9 million and lost 2.9 million,
What?
and lost 2.9 million when they tried to sell it. Sorry, when they tried to
You're
sell
not gonna sell it to anyone. Like to
No.
me, I find it to be useless. Like who wants to
That's my
own
point of view.
a digital art?
Mhm.
To me, I can just right click and save it. Like that's my
it.
mindset.
That's how
right?
I feel. That's how I feel.
Everyone else,
What's the
like,
difference?
what's the point?
Yeah.
Well, they're gonna put it on a shirt and sell it, and you're gonna make like 2.9 million out of it. It's not gonna happen.
To me, the concept of it is the argument that people have usually is they compare it to art. But to me,
Yeah.
with actual art, you have the
on your wall,
physical.
you looked at it and-
You have the physical
Yeah.
thing, and it's yes, you can look at the NFT on your page, or whatever on your blockchain, whatever, however you look at it. I don't even know. But,
I don't even know. I'll have a
yeah,
say.
I have a clue. But and this is maybe where I'm ignorant on it. I don't know a lot about NFTs, but what I do know, I kind of am sussy over. But yeah, art, you can actually have the painting. You can move it around. You can bring it with you places. You can hang it in particular rooms. You can physically touch it if you want to. Hell, you could actually paint over it if you wanted to. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
With a painting, it's physically yours, which is what I just don't get about an NFT. It's not physically yours, it's just an image online. It's essentially a skin in a game, is how I compare it, and which they're doing with NFTs now. What the hell has just happened, and why is he saying let's go? Oh, did you just lose all your money? You're down to $1.
I'm down to $1.
Okay, well,
But
Froggy might be-
honestly, I might agree with you.
right,
I think you're right.
let's open it to chat. Right, chat, if you have any questions, let us know. They can be about anything. If you want to, well, not anything.
So, it can be anything, I guess. I don't mind.
If you want to ask Froggy, any questions? Or if you want to ask both of us any questions, now's your opportunity, chat. You won't get this opportunity very often. So ask as many questions as you want. Did I hear about the guy who sold his house thinking he was helping live more? Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah,
that's embarrassing.
I don't even
Put
know.
it this
It's so dumb.
Chat, never, ever, ever do that. Never put yourself in debt to try help someone you don't know out. You just don't.
They make more money than you, so
Yeah.
they don't need it.
Like I have a constant running joke in my stream, and everybody's very aware it's a joke. But I will just, like, let's say you're on a level 2 hype train. I will just say, does anybody want to sell their neighbor's car and gift a few subs or something? Just something like that. But it's obviously a joke. Whereas some people are actually selling their house to help out people here. Don't do that, chat. Don't ever do that. Right, we have a couple of questions coming in from the chat for you. Why did you... Well, this is a pretty obvious one, and I didn't ask it because I'm sure you get asked it a hell of a lot, but it's coming in from Crypt in the chat. Why did you call yourself Bullfrogfuntime? Well, just Bullfrog, he says.
Do you know this?
I don't know this. I don't know the answer, actually, no.
No? So, I don't really want to dox my real name.
You don't have to. You don't have to say your real name.
Yeah. So, I guess when I was a baby, my sister called me Bullfrog.
That's cute.
And so, since birth, I've literally been called Bullfrog because of her. So I've just run with it. It's always been my nickname in high school.
Okay.
Just family still call me Bullfrog to this day.
That's a surprising answer. I wasn't expecting that. But I'm sure there is a
Really?
reason behind it. And again, no need to reveal, because I know a lot of people who do not want their full name revealed, or even their real name. So don't worry about that. But what about the fun time part? Was that just, oh, let me add this on, or was Bullfrog taken, or...
The fun, I mean, Bullfrog was obviously taken.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I'm gonna start a new career. I think this is 2010, 11, 12. I wanted to get into YouTube and stuff. And I was playing a lot of Call of Duty.
Okay.
And me and my friends were joking around, and we're like, you know what? It'd be really funny if I have Funtime at the end of my name. And boy, do I regret it.
Oh,
and then I was a dumb kid.
Funtime. Or am I thinking?
Funtime.
Yeah. Okay. If you know,
like, yeah, you ready for a? I'd be creepy and be like, yo, you ready for a fun time? Like,
so that's when I come. That's interesting. That's when I come. I would have never thought that until you just said that. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was a Call of Duty gamer tag at the time.
We've all made mistakes with username. My name, I don't know if you know this, but my name comes from. Have you ever watched South Park?
I have watched South Park.
Do you know Telly?
I love South Park.
You know
I do know
Telly.
Telly.
Have you ever seen
this is the keypad, right?
Yes. His password is the theme tune to Funkyt0wn.
Yes.
So I made my username Funkyt0wn, and then I just stuck a random number on the end.
I would never have guessed that either. I thought you got it because of the Funkyt0wn song.
No.
Not because it was from South Park.
No, it's because of South Park. And it was my I didn't make it my YouTube, my Twitch username. I made it my gamer tag. So then when I started making YouTube content, back like I was talking about when I used to make FIFA stuff, I made my first channel Funkyt0wn49, which is why I deleted that channel so I could get that username for the current channel, because I wanted that when I made my Supercard channel. So that's what I called myself on there and on Twitter and places like that. But that's
so was there a reason for the 49?
No.
Or was it just random?
It's just a random.
Completely
number.
random.
It's just a random.
Have you ever thought about dropping it?
Yes, I very much, and I'm sure you were in the same boat. I very much want a name change, but I want, and this might be a shock to everyone in the chat, but sorry, let me roll. My name, I want to change my name. I probably would want to change it to something a lot shorter, so something along the line. Have I just lost 3,000 quid?
Or...
Have I just?
Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
You gotta mortgage some property, boy.
Mortgage some stuff. Anyway, I've for God's sake, I don't have that left. I've got nothing left. Right, let me mortgage that. I don't think I have enough here. I think I might have to go bankrupt. Genuinely.
Yeah, I think
I think I'm
Kingslayer
out.
might get the dub here.
Can we mods? Can we bang Kingslayer in chat?
Can we bang Kingslayer?
But I forget what I was saying. This is what I'm talking about. I haven't. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. declare
Dropping the 49 and
Yes,
shortening your name.
Sorry about terrible memory. I am actually gonna have to declare bankruptcy.
Nah, you're perfectly fine.
I'm out.
Like,
Are you sure?
I can sit back and relax.
Yeah, I can watch hopefully. I'm out. But yeah, dropping the 49. I want to switch to something a little bit shorter. I have actually 2 or 3 ideas in mind. I'm not going to say what they are because I know what people are like. Someone will steal them.
Yeah.
But my idea is that I want to switch everything at once. So I want to switch. That's the
hard part. I think...
Exactly. I want to switch everything so that it's the same across all platforms: Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, etc. I want to switch them all so they're all the exact same. Otherwise, I don't think I'll switch until I can do that.
Yeah.
Is that something that you feel you want to do as well?
I did want to do that, hence why I dropped the Funtime out of my Twitch name. Like, I've always just wanted the name Bullfrog, and the dude that had it before me never streamed, so I got very lucky that no one took that name beforehand. But
on Twitter and stuff, it's probably harder to get that, is it?
So on Twitter, yes, because someone does have that account already, and I haven't tried to DM. I'm like, hey, yeah, they are, or not really active. Like, they'd probably tweet once a month or once every couple of months.
That's the thing. Like, even if you were to say, hey, look, would you mind?
Yeah, I'd happily pay for it, or
stick an extra L in yours, maybe, and then I can have your. You could say to them, stick an extra couple of L's in, so I can just have the actual just Bullfrog, and then maybe they'll accept that. But yeah, that's a kind of
very difficult.
That's the awkward situation. I have a couple of more questions here for you, by the way. So let me
you're
back. Right. So here's an interesting one from John, and I'll make this a 2-parter because I actually don't know the question I'm going to ask, but I'll ask this first. Who's your favorite all-time wrestler? You can give a male and a female, and then what's your favorite all-time wrestling feud?
Oh, wrestling feud,
which I think is a good
say
question.
That's a great question. I'd say all-time feud would definitely have to be Eddie and Ray. I really like their stuff together, and that's kind of what got me into the wrestling.
That's
having
the whole
the Eddie and the Ray matches, and the son of custody of Dominic, and that's why it's just such a good memory for me. Yeah.
Good answer.
So even like having that in the game was awesome. Favorite wrestler of all time? I would have to say John Cena, man.
John Cena.
I know it's typical because I know it's very surprising. I could have said like Shawn Michaels. I love Shawn. I love everyone else, but John Cena is the main reason why I got into wrestling.
Okay, I get it.
If it wasn't for someone like John Cena, I would probably not even be a fan of the sport.
I get it. That's a fair answer. That's a good reason for him to be your favorite.
Yeah, so he'll always be there.
Yeah, I like it. It's a good answer.
But I also want to say this, spice it up a bit. My favorite current day wrestler as well, I'd have to say Riddle. If anyone was
Riddle?
So,
really? That's another surprising answer.
I love Riddle. I love Riddle. The things he's doing as well. Randy is amazing.
He's very good, yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's a stoner gimmick. I don't know. It makes it lovable. So, and no, Chad, I'm not a stoner. Right. I don't smoke. I don't do anything. I'm a good boy.
They're not watching, Froggy. Don't worry.
No, I don't. Because of my lungs, I don't. So there you
go.
Oh
yeah, didn't even think about that. Bloody hell.
Yeah.
But back to talking about your favorite wrestlers. John Cena. He's the one that got you hooked on wrestling. Let's say. Is there anyone that when you said you got away from it, and then when you started watching again?
I'm gonna go to China and get bankrupt.
Is that 20,000 or 2,000? 2,000.
I'm out.
Who was the one that dragged you back into wrestling, or was it Cena again? Who was the one that dragged you? Yeah.
AJ Styles.
Ooh. And was that TNA AJ, or was that elsewhere?
I think it was the 2016 Rumble.
Oh, it was that recent.
Yeah. Like I said earlier, I had a huge break from 2008 to 2016. And I think I was playing Supercard at the time, but I wasn't heavily into wrestling.
I get it.
I wasn't heavily into watching it.
That's a bit like
and I think I got the opportunity. I'm going to get a bit of a rant, I'm sorry. So I had the opportunity while streaming Supercard to join a voice call with, I think, Hughie, Nanook, and I think it was like Kali Swag and a bunch of other people,
Mm-hmm.
and we were all watching the Rumble together.
Okay.
And just there was something about AJ and seeing AJ and all of everyone's reactions, and I'm like, you know what?
Did
This
you know
dude's
who
awesome.
he was?
I didn't know who he was,
Okay.
so I just instantly became a fan. It's like as soon as the Rumble ended, I googled a bunch of his matches. I went to YouTube, watched all of his like indie stuff, and I'm like, okay, this dude's freaking awesome. You know, learned who the Bullet Club was,
Yeah.
and it just sailed from there. So
That's it. That's
yeah,
interesting.
thanks, AJ.
That's an interesting one. When I watched that Rumble, I knew who AJ was. There was a time when I actually watched TNA weekly, believe it or not.
Wow.
Yeah, I knew who he was. So it's an interesting couple of wrestlers that you've named there. Especially with Riddle being your current favorite. Me personally, I have, like most people know, Shawn Michaels is my favorite of all time. People are surprised that it's not Razor. Razor is top 3, but it's Shawn, Brett, Razor for me. It's always been Shawn, Brett, Razor. Brett is what got me into it. As a kid, I wasn't a Hulk Hogan kid. I wasn't an Ultimate Warrior kid. I wasn't a Macho Man kid. I don't know who else was around back then, but I was
At that
Bret
time, did you see the Screwjob live?
No, I would have been too. I would have been too young.
Too young. Okay.
Yeah, I probably would have seen it, but I wouldn't really. I probably wouldn't have understood what was going on, and B,
yeah,
I probably didn't really watch pay-per-views back then. I was very young.
Okay.
And also, me personally, I don't know about you, but you said, without revealing what age you were, did you watch WCW as a kid?
No.
Okay, so
no.
I was more of a WCW
2001,
kid.
I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, I wasn't into it. Like I said, I didn't get into it till 2004.
Oh, 2004.
2004 is when I started. Yeah.
So me personally, as a kid, I was originally WWF back then, but then I got into WCW, and much more. I was very much Sting was my guy. I wasn't I wasn't a Goldberg fan. I was never the real people that they pushed fan. I always liked the kind of more technical wrestlers for whatever reason. Like if I went through some of my other favorites, it'd be Eddie Guerrero, Chris Jericho, Edge, Rob Van Dam, Rowdy Roddy Piper, people like that. I've always liked people that are A, good on the microphone, and B, very good in the ring. Mr. Perfect used to be another favorite of mine. I used to love Mr. Perfect back when I loved Bret Hart.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. But back to the questions in the chat. Let's get a couple of more questions. When did you call it? But you asked that. Is it ever? It's a great question. Is it ever weird, from John Richards in the chat? Is it ever weird, basically talking out loud to your computer?
I guess. Yes. I think it's not like it is weird talking to a computer, but I think it's also weirder that I know there's people listening in outside of my door, and that freaks me out.
I understand.
Sometimes I'll go out to get something to eat, and they're like, "So, how's your day?" Drinking Mickey.
Can I ask you a question? Okay, and this might be a quite personal question. So again, I said the serious questions were done, but feel free to, again, you don't have to, any questions you don't answer. I'm assuming, do you live with your family?
Yes.
Okay. Do your family know what you do?
Yes, but not well.
So they know what you do, but they don't understand.
They know what I do. They don't understand it, and they kind of know my name, but I don't think they know like where to go to find it.
Okay, that's fair. I'll give Kingslayer one. Do you want to just start a quick second game? Just because we'll go more questions from the chat to go through, if that's okay.
Yeah, no, you're fine. I think we're gonna go to the lobby and do another one.
Can I just go to the same lobby? Is that it?
I'll start with the same one. Yeah, I'll give it the same password.
Okay, cool.
Just search for it again, I think.
Okay, let me know when it's ready to search for. But yeah, well, I'll stall while you're doing that.
Yes, that's up.
My point of view. Did you say it's up already?
Yeah,
that was quick. From my point of view, my family only found out like in the last couple of months what I do.
Really?
Yeah, because I had a full-time job. I'm trying to find the game here. I can't see it.
Maybe refresh now. Just refresh it, just to make sure.
Go back in. Oh,
Molly's
I
in.
went to create room, show rooms. Let me see. Let me see. But yeah, no, I had a full-time job that my full-time job actually. I found it. Wait, cancel. I'm trying to join the wrong game there. I had a full-time job. I am terrible at multitasking. Why is it gone? There it is. Right, I had a full-time job, but they let us all go because not the business, but the store was closing.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So I kind of said to myself, okay, let me give this a shot. Basically, let me make this my job. And I began doing that, and then I started to get a lot of questions. What are you doing? Like, I don't know if you got these questions as well, but like, what is it you do? And trying to explain it to people. Like, I have like all my family members are older than me, so I'm the youngest.
Yeah.
So
I'm the same. I'm the youngest.
Yeah, I found it. I'm lucky in the sense that my sister has a kid, a niece she's actually 20 actually now. So, like, my sister's a few years older than me. So she has a kid that's 20. So it was a hell of a lot easier to explain to her what I do, because she actually understands what everything like this is, whereas they didn't really get it. But they are supportive. I'm sure your family are supportive as well. And
Yeah, they are. They are.
Which is great. I like that.
Yeah.
But back to the chat. Let's ask the chat if they have any more questions. Happy Kingslayer asked them why. Let me see. What's your favorite it's a good. Well, let Crypt ask the second question because it's not a bad question. What's your favorite moment from any stream of yours in the past?
My favorite moment from any stream.
That could be from any stream. Or, do you know what?
God.
You can throw video in there as well if you've had a moment where you haven't streamed, but it was a great moment on a video that you really enjoyed.
From my stream or from someone else's stream?
You know what? If you want to answer one of each, you can answer for someone else's stream. Maybe you were in, I don't know. I know you do a lot of watch-alongs, you and the other Aussie guys. Maybe it was something from that, or maybe it was something from your particular stream. Whatever you want to answer, you can answer.
I'd say from my own stream. I did see this pop up the other day, and I'm like, oh god, this is a memory I really wanted to forget. But looking back at it, it was very cool. So with streamlets being a thing, right?
Yeah.
I think someone played a delete the next card off the exclusive draft board.
Mm-hmm.
At the time, there was a Halloween event on, and the next card I pulled was an Alexa Bliss Halloween card, which would have been a pro for me, and I threw a tantrum.
Oh, that's soul destroying.
It made such a fun moment, though, you know?
Yeah.
I had an absolute blast, but I was so upset on the inside. But looking back at it now, and it was great. It was great. The reaction was priceless. The chat was so excited because they're like, "Oh, I guess I delete Alexa. It's so funny." Screw this streamer.
Chat love deleting their cards. They love it.
Yeah, so at that time, you know, she was the top tier female, so I was salty. I was so salty.
Was that the Alexa Behemoth? I think it was. The Fiend and Alexa had the cards, or was it a different? Was it the one that was more recent?
It was the one where she's sitting with her legs crossed with Lily in her lap.
I want to say
the Halloween
Valhalla,
one.
Is it? Was it Valhalla?
It might be Valhalla.
Yeah.
It might be Valhalla.
Yeah, the more recent one then.
Yeah, super recent.
I get you. I had one where that
was a great moment.
Chat made me delete that Behemoth one, Pro. I had
that. No.
Yeah. And I also had
this stream was lovely.
Stream is great. Do you remember when Meyer Maelstrom and Valhalla came out? And like at the time, when 3 tiers dropped like that, even like generally males from Meyer useless pretty quickly, but females generally pretty useful. My chat played in the space of, they will back me up on this, in the space of I want to say an hour, I had to delete 5 Meyer cards, and the chat kept getting to vote on who it was.
Oh my god! I
had 4 Dana Brooks, and 4 of the 5 cards they deleted were the Dana Brooks. So I lost out on 2 pros.
Oh my god!
Early on, females. No. I was fuming because I had no males from females. The best females I had were Meyer, and they deleted them all. Which was heartbreaking.
Oh, chat, you're mean. Why are you mean? Be nice.
Very mean.
I think I had the mindset as well when coming back to Twitch and doing the whole Streamwood stuff. Because a lot of the times, when we did stream, I'm sure you can agree, like you always want to be top tier. You always want to be the best that you can be in the game. With Streamwoods and returning, I've had the mindset of I want to do this for fun. If I delete cards, I delete cards. It's not the end of the world. It makes for good content.
Exactly.
So I'm sure you've had the same mindset, but
oh yeah, 100%.
we're upset. It happens. But
we
it
get
does
over
make
it, yeah.
good content. Yeah, it gets over it really quickly.
Yeah, we appreciate the
That's
support,
great.
but also if you would support and not make us delete cards, that'd be great too.
It'd be nice. I would like to have nice cards so I can, get further in war games. So I don't have to take an extra 5 days.
Oh, it's another thing.
But that'd be nice. So.
I didn't even play war games. Well, I played it a little bit.
Imagine not playing war games.
I wasn't. I explained this. I was at Insomnia, so I was away for the weekend.
Oh yeah, true. You were.
Which I am in a different country, which means my data roaming costs come on. So if I had played, I would have had to use all my data, and I was just I'm not doing that. I'm not spending a fortune to get a card. I didn't have enough time. Like in my hotel room, the Wi-Fi was pretty good, but I didn't really want to be sitting in my hotel room for hours on end. So I said, no, I'm just gonna. I think I got the Naomi card and left it there. I got back on Sunday, and that's how far I got.
That's fine.
And I was just like, no, I'm not gonna try anymore because it's just.
How was Insomnia, by the way?
It was very good. Thanks for asking.
Was that your first time going to one?
It was my first time to ever going to. I've been to. We've had over here. I've been to a couple of Comic Cons, but I've never been to an event like that. It was very. I did feel very awkward at first. I'm not, and this may surprise some people. I can be a very outgoing person, but it's generally when I know people. It takes a little bit for me to feel comfortable, and then once I feel comfortable, I become very outgoing. But at first, I can be kind of not shy, but not awkward either. But just within myself, I find it hard to kind of.
Chat. You'd be surprised how many people are actually shy behind the scenes. Like. I'm the same.
Yeah, I'm the same, 100%. Like,
yeah.
But at the same time, another thing on that, I was a little bit. I felt a little bit on my own because there wasn't many other WWE creators there. Like there was the guy Wolfie. He was on the panel with me, and he was a really nice guy.
Oh, you were on a panel.
Yeah, I was on a panel, the Next Makers panel. Me, Zara, Wolfie, and then we had. Oh no, it was just us three. Sorry, it was just us three on the panel.
To do on the panel?
I know, yeah, it was fun.
This is going to be a Q&A for me, but I'm kind of interested.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like, what did you just talk about?
So
and
we
what
just
did you
talked
do?
about. I didn't really talk about this on stream because I haven't streamed until now. So yeah, I don't mind talking about it. But I don't want to spend too much time on me because you are the guest after all.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to say I'm reversing it right now. Yeah, in a reverse card.
I'm sweating. But the panel was actually a really fun experience. Like I said, it was nice to be a part of something like that. It felt like I was appreciated to be asked to be on it and to be like, it was something that was put towards us, UK and Ireland creators, because obviously the event's in UK, and I put myself forward, and I quite quickly got a message back saying, hey, we'd love to have you, this is all the information you might need, is that okay, basically? And I said, yeah, I'd love to be involved. Ow, just banged my elbow. So it's banged my other elbow. So basically when we were on the panel, we were talking about the Next Makers program and everything that's involved with the Next Makers program. Yourself and King0wn actually were brought up. King0wn was brought up.
That's sick.
Yeah, King0wn was brought up about. I had brought up how we integrated a lot of stuff into Supercard and how Twitch drops really had a massive impact on the community. And I brought up myself, you, and King0wn. And then Zara had brought up about King0wn was the first person to have drops and how he was kind of the. I guess I was about to say beta, but tester is probably the right word. Tester for it, that he was the first person to kind of deliver it to the audience, and kind of that was the test to see how well it went. Before then, there was, 12 of us then got the opportunity to do it. I think, was it 12?
Yeah,
I think it was 12, right?
I think it was like 12 or something. Yeah.
So that all came up, and then lots of other stuff around 2K and how like the server helps us, like, and how they integrate with everybody and all that. But it was very enjoyable, very eye-opening experience as well. But the whole thing overall, I did feel there was a lack of, and this is only probably because they didn't go, but I would have liked to see a lot more streamers from my community. Like, when I say my community, I mean the WWE Games community. So I would have liked to see a lot of UK streamers there that just weren't there. Like your Dan, Mate Game, your JB, you know, people like that. I would have liked to see them there, but they weren't there for whatever reason. I do not expect you or Kitten to travel from Australia to it, but
yeah, it's a long way.
It's a long way. But I would have liked to see people. It would have been nice to meet them. I actually met a lot of creators from different communities there, but there was a creator party on the Saturday, and I got to meet a lot of people from that, which was nice. And they were all like, everyone was so nice there as well. Even I'm going to get off this in a second because I feel like I'm going on too long. But even just give a special shout out to Harry, who's like the junior manager of like our community manager. Such a nice guy. Basically held my hand for the entire weekend and made sure I was okay, made sure I was being looked after, made sure I wasn't left alone at any point, made sure I was always, you know, comfortable and everything. It was such a nice guy that he really went out of his way to look after me. But to get away from that now and get back to the chat, because I feel like I'm going too long on about that.
You're fine.
You never, Bensky's saying he never knew that. I'm guessing that's about my username. Yeah, go watch that episode of South Park. I think it's something got to do with a games console, and I can't remember the name of the games console. Sorry. Favorite? Oh,
yeah,
that's a good question. I think I might know the answers to this. Favorite entrance theme? That comes from Robski.
Favorite entrance theme?
Yeah. A lot of people have the same answer.
Yeah. It's hard, right? I'd say, oh god, I don't even know. I can't pick one.
Okay,
give us
three.
Give us three.
I'll give you three.
Three?
Yeah.
Not in any order. I would say Finn Balor's theme. Like, I guess the demon theme with the build up.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm a huge Finn Balor fan as well. I love it. Batista's theme.
Love Batista's theme, yeah.
And then I'd probably go with Thugonomics.
Thugonomics, great theme. I am surprised that Metalingus didn't make it in there, because that's what I was expecting it to be.
I feel like it gets overplayed, I guess.
Yeah.
Batista's I still enjoy, because, you know, he hasn't been around in a while.
Exactly.
So.
I love the Wolfpack's theme. I think that if I had to pick one, that might be my number one. I think I love the Wolfpack's. Like, anytime it comes on, I will listen to it. Whereas I can probably skip past a lot of other ones. I can't think of any others I'd put in my top three. Like, because there's a lot. There's like Kill Switch Engage, CM Punk's original.
CM Punk.
There's the Cult of Personality. I've always loved Break the Walls Down, the Chris Jericho song.
Yeah, Chris Jericho. Yeah. Yes, I agree. Also, probably a top 5, honestly.
Yeah, probably as well.
Gets me in the mood.
Yeah, exactly. I've always liked. Who else have I always liked? I actually did always like Thugonomics. Just the music to it, more so than the lyrics. The music, I just like. That's what I'm into. Right, let's see what else the chat has for you. Do you have a favorite?
Ask away, chat.
Do you have a favorite John Cena match or moment? That's a good question.
One moment and match that always sticks out to me is Judgment Day. I think it was 2005 or 6.
Is this Edge?
Against JBL.
Oh no. Okay.
Nah, JBL. I think it's the I Quit match.
Oh,
when John Cena come out on the truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why that match is just embedded into my brain, and I love it so much.
That's a good answer. I remember when you said Judgment Day.
The
Edge cash-in came to my mind.
So.
I think, or was that
Edge
New Year's Revolution?
Was New Year's Revolution,
which
it was, also is New Year's Revolution is the first pay-per-view I ever watched live.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. What?
Yeah, I was sick. And yeah, that was the first one I ever watched live. I can't remember the first pay-per-view like I've watched, I guess, on a DVD.
Yeah.
I think it was Survivor Series 2002, because I'm like, yo, there's a Buried Alive match, I gotta watch it. Or 2003, sorry, with Vince and Taker.
Yeah.
I think that was the first pay-per-view I seen. I'm like, oh, there's no way. They're burying people in wrestling? That can't be rude. That can't be real. I gotta watch it and find out.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's when Kane comes in and like choked. Sorry, chat,
Yeah, it
for
is.
spoilers. Chat, 20 years
Spoilers.
later.
Johnny.
That's when Kane helps Vince win, basically. Yeah, I remember that. And then that's when Undertaker comes back with the whole old school Undertaker persona, and then they have the WrestleMania match. If I remember. That was nice. John says he was at Raw the night after the screw job.
What?
You were at Raw the night after the screw job? That's crazy. What was the audience like?
Cool.
John.
That's really cool.
What's your Happy Kingslayer has asked? Sorry, I'm seeing a lot of questions now because I didn't scroll down the chat. What's your favorite happy moment while streaming?
Happy moment while streaming?
Happy Kingslayer asked that, so I'm guessing there's a reason he's asked that.
I'll be completely honest. I think Robski coming in and I think just out of randomly dropping 100 subs.
See that, Robski?
I think I legit teared up. Like, I never thought I'd ever see a number like that in my stream ever. So Robski definitely made my day and is put himself on a pedestal. So
round of applause for Robski. Well done, Robski.
He's an absolute legend, dude.
See how you made someone's day, my man. Welcome, welcome.
Also, I will say, chuck in as well, Capodini. Capodini's been an absolute freaking legend. I miss him. I know he's still around, but I don't think he's like a part of the Supercard community anymore. But he's also given me plenty of happy moments. The support that he's done, and I miss him. And if I ever see you again, homie, love you.
Oh, that's very sweet.
But yeah, he's great. He's great. He's great.
Just
I miss him.
A shout out in general to anybody that comes into, not just for myself and Froggy, but just any creator stream, and there's someone that comes in and you're one of the very kind people that says, here's 50 subs or maybe a $50 donation or whatever it is. People that just come in and support like that, you've no idea how much you help us. Because at the end of the day, I'm sure you're in the same boat as me, Froggy. This is your income. This is your job, essentially.
Is all my income. Like I said earlier on stream, I can't get a job, or I probably can get a job, but it's very difficult to find one that I will enjoy for the rest of my life. So Twitch is the only income I get. If I get $2.50 for a stream for one sub, then that's, you know, that's I'm getting $2.50. That's it. So you gotta put in the hours sometimes, and sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't. So
sometimes you stream for 24 hours in your case. Sometimes you stream for 80. Sometimes you sleep on stream. Sometimes you do lots of it.
The things to do for you, chat.
Yeah. Twitch drops are great.
It really is, though.
Twitch drops are fun.
Right, especially this month.
Sammy Mammy in the chat. What's going on? What'd you say, especially this month?
I mean, especially this month.
They're next month, right?
I'll message you after stream. Unless we're still talking, I'll let you know what's happened.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to talk about it on stream.
Okay. No problem. What's going on, Sammy Mammy? How we doing? Right, let me see. More questions. Question: what was your first pay-per-view house show that you attended? Have you ever attended any house shows?
I attended?
Yeah.
Pay-per-view would have been Super Showdown when it came down to Australia. Like, I've
you
never
went
been
to
out
that,
of
did
Australia. Yeah, I was front row.
Oh wow,
and
really?
They showed my ugly mug on the hard cam, and it's embarrassing.
Should I go back? See if you can find it.
No, you'll spot me because the camera is legit. Like when I do crowd reactions, that's my head. My head's right there, like just my head. No one else's head. No one's next to me. It's just my head. It's embarrassing.
Oh.
So, but the first, I guess, WWE show I've ever attended, I think, was a 2007 Survivor Series tour that they did down here.
Oh wow!
It's like an Australian 2007 Survivor Series tour. I won tickets for a magazine.
Oh really?
Yeah,
that's cool. I like
that was kind of cool.
That's really cool. I've never been to any WWE live show, ever.
Wait, you've never been?
No, which surprises
Dude,
people.
what?
Yeah, I've never been. Never, ever been.
There's no way.
No?
I don't believe this at all.
I'm serious. I've never been. I want to go to this event that they're doing in the UK in I want to say September.
Yes.
I think it is.
September?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I want to go to that, but like I've never been to a show, and that's why I want to go to that because I've never been to one.
You gotta go.
I have to go. Yeah, I do. Oh,
Have you ever thought about just doing a live event?
I've thought about going to a lot. There was a couple of Royal Rumbles that I was close to going to, but
Rumble would be great.
I have through people that I know through creating content. I know people that live in America. I know people that live in various different countries. But there's a friend of mine that I know. He lives in America. I've known him for a long time. He's a shout out to Wheels. He's a creator. He lived very close to one of the Rumbles, and the plan was for me to go with him, and I was going to end up staying with him during it, but it was just it worked out so expensive at the time that we're like, okay, I couldn't afford it at the time. And then there was another Rumble that I was supposed to go with a friend, and I could afford it, and then he kind of backed out just before we were back in tickets.
No.
So I was like, well, I'm not going to go on my own. So I didn't go.
Yeah. So I'll say that a pay-per-view is definitely way better than a live event. The atmosphere is just way better.
Yeah.
I really did enjoy it. I would love to go to another one, whether it's a Rumble or I want to go to a Mania.
I'd love to go to Mania, but
I don't think it would happen.
If someone made me choose, I think I'd pick a Rumble. If I could only choose one pay-per-view to go to, I think I'd pick a Rumble.
I think it's hard, right? Because as wrestling fans, we want to go to a Rumble because there's so many surprises. Like there's so many legends that can appear and we get to see. But I feel like the atmosphere for for Mania, and then you got like the Access.
Yeah,
it would be awesome. The Hall of Fame, the Raw after Mania, like that. The whole package just sounds so fun.
Yeah, plus it could be like this year's Rumble, and it might not be very good. So
yeah, exactly.
It could be that.
It wasn't too bad.
No, it wasn't too bad, but it wasn't great.
It wasn't too bad, but it wasn't the best.
Here's some more questions from the chat here for you. All very wrestling related, by the way. I'm noticing. If you have any,
you can ask any other questions.
Chat, let's get some questions that are not wrestling related. Maybe maybe someone come up with a creative question. Chat. So Bensky asks, and again, this is wrestling related. You spoke about your favorite male wrestler. So who's your favorite female wrestler?
Becky.
That can be Becky.
It's Becky Lynch.
It's
Becky. All time Becky. I love Becky so much.
Okay.
So
big fan of the Irish, I'm noticing.
Yes, Becky and Finn, yes. You're right.
What about Sheamus?
He's okay.
For Sheamus.
Someone chat the other day. I didn't mind his 5-15 run that he did with Roman.
Yeah.
That was okay.
I
was there for that. That was fun.
Oh, Molly's going to jail. That's what you get, Molly.
Unlucky. Yeah. Oh, no, I'm in there with him.
Oh, thank you, Robski, for a question outside of wrestling. Robski asked, what is your favorite game? I thought John just deleted his message. He didn't. What is your favorite game outside of wrestling?
Oh, God. This is hard because all I legitimately play is Supercard. So I don't play a whole lot off stream or like behind the scenes or anything like that. I was heavily into Call of Duty Zombies, I think for like 10, 15 years whenever it came out. War to, I think, Black Ops 4 to Cold War. I think it was Cold War was the last one I played.
Yeah. What was your?
I was heavily into that.
What was your favorite Call of Duty? And I will judge you on
this. Black Ops 1.
Good man. That's the only right answer.
Thank you.
That's the only part I've ever liked. That's the right answer.
I put so much hours into that game,
bro.
So
mate, I grew up with that. That was my game.
Both multiplayer and zombies.
Oh,
so,
I loved that. That was my favorite Call of Duty ever.
100%.
After that, for me, it went downhill massively.
Yeah, so I'll get into that. I think Modern Warfare 3 was also very good for me. Black Ops 2 was great. And then Black Ops 3 as well was also very good. Then after that, it died.
See, Modern Warfare 3 I didn't like. I'll preface this by saying I am not good at FPS games.
I'm the same.
The reason I liked Black Ops 1 so much was I was actually not that bad at it, but also everyone, like literally everyone, all of my friends were just playing it at that time. So I think that's why I have such fond memories of it. But when it came to
Back
Modern
then,
Warfare,
there wasn't any like competitive stuff.
no. When it came to Modern Warfare
That made it
3,
fun.
it felt very different, and it felt. And there was
Yeah.
also, do you remember there was for a time in it there was a lot of hacking going on, and people had like colored clan tags and
Yeah.
stuff like that, which was just
Yeah.
very
Sorry about
annoying.
that, mate.
That was you with the bouncing Betty or whatever it was.
That would have been me. So when I was getting into content, I was doing a lot of Call of Duty modding.
Report chat.
So that's
You
something
click his
that no one
name, you
knows.
might just right click chat and report. He types in chat again. Okay, here we got a couple of more questions while the chat reports you. Crypt asks, it's an interesting question.
It's fine.
Crypt.
I don't know it.
It's a strange question, Crypt, but it's interesting. Do you have any favorite international food? It's a strange question,
I
Crypt, but I'll
love
ask it.
Mexican food.
I like Mexican because I love spicy food.
Yeah, I love tacos, burritos, you know, all the above. So nachos. Ends with O's, I love it. Except for toes.
He's lying, by the way, chat. He asked me for free picks. Right. Vinny says, there's a good question from. John Cena's in the chat. What's going on, John? Vinny says, favorite vacation place you've been.
So I've only ever been around Australia. I've never really been like out of Australia. But I will say one of the nicest places I have been here is probably the Northern Territory, which is Darwin. So it's the top of Australia. Which is crazy, right? Because you probably have no idea what I'm on about right now. Because no one knows the Northern Territory. But it is the hottest place in Australia. It's so muggy. It's great. I love it there. But the only thing is they don't have like a stadium or anything, so they never get like wrestling shows or anything. So no one ever like comes to tour there, and no one has concerts there. So
is that where a lot of the? I think desert land is the wrong word, but
there's no desert. It's a city and stuff. It's just super muggy and like hot.
Yeah.
So
I've
not
never been to Australia personally.
It was really nice. I really enjoyed that, and I've been everywhere else except for Western Australia, which I'd love to go there too.
Actually, here's another question just to follow up on that. Is because you said you've never been outside of Australia, is there anywhere you really would like to go?
I would love to go. Getting back onto Call of Duty, like I was a big Call of Duty fan, like I said, and Black Ops 2 had a map for zombies called Alcatraz. After playing that, it made me want to go to San Francisco. So I really want to visit San Francisco and go to the Alcatraz prison. That's like one of the big things I want to do before I pass away.
So is it?
How does that sound?
That's fine. Is it? Is it? So if you go traveling, what kind of like? I know you said you've only been in Australia, but even traveling within Australia, when you go somewhere else, or when you, like you said, you'd love to go see Alcatraz. Is your ideal holiday a sitting on a beach, relaxing, or are you someone that wants to get out, you want to see stuff, you want to actually experience and sightsee places and actually see the place that you're in, not just sit on a beach and sip drinks?
It's hard because I don't mind doing both. Like there's days where I'd love to just sit there, relax, just go for a swim, or just relax, like you said, on a beach. But there's also stuff where I'm like, yo, I really want to go see this place. I really want to go visit this area and see what the culture's like and that type of stuff. I guess it's kind of 50-50 on both. Like, I'll do both.
Okay.
But if I was going on a holiday, I can't go for a weekend. I can't go for a week. I feel like it'd have to be at least a 2-week to a month. Like, I gotta take it all in.
Yeah, especially if you're going to go somewhere, like if you're going to travel from Australia to America, you kind of have to make the journey worth it.
Yeah. I don't want to do it for like 3 days. That's
not worth it
because
you're literally, you've not even got over your jet lag.
Yeah, legit. Yeah. So
that's fair. What's this offer? Kingslayer,
it's a full set.
You're giving me
it's
the
a full
red.
set for you, right? Oh my god. That's kind of a... He also wants 150 cash.
I'll take it.
Kind of good deal.
I'll take it. I wasn't paying attention there and to the other offers you offered, but I'll take that one. But back to the chat for questions. While I'm looking for a good question to ask you, I'll answer the question as well. The place I'd like to visit the most, Japan. I've always been fascinated.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I've always been fascinated with Japanese style, Japanese culture.
Yeah.
I love the buildings. I love the architecture. If I go somewhere, I get very agitated very easily. And you might be surprised by that, chat, because I literally sit on my computer for 90% of my life. But if I go somewhere, I can't just sit in one place and do nothing. I have to go and do stuff. I am a sightseer. I like getting to see places. I like getting to experience stuff. It could be even going to something like a water park or anything like that. Just getting out and doing stuff, or even going for a hike, going for a walk, whatever it may be. I get very bored very quickly just sitting at a beach. I get very bored very quickly. Am I buying a train station? No, thank you. What will I bid? I will bid. Chat, I'll bid can I bid 69 for this? No, I have to bid 1. Okay. Oh, I figure out how it can bid higher now. Never mind. Right,
the bottom.
Back to the chat for questions. The chat is going quick. Let me see. Blurton asked, who's your favorite? This is another wrestling question, but I'll ask it. Who's your favorite heel of all time?
Favorite heel? I know he's kind of recent. And he's not even WWE Superstar, but I'm really enjoying MJF.
Good answer, yeah. I think
MJF is fantastic. And I mean, all time, like, he legit is very good.
He's very good.
Like, honestly, he's very good. He's just instantly just rose to the top of my list. And he is currently, like, my favorite. Like, even all time, I think he'd be up there.
Yeah, I get it. The problem for me, anyway, is that there's not very many heels anymore. You don't.
Yeah.
Everybody, even people like The Miz, who was a great heel, people cheer for them now. So it's very hard to, even like MJF is the same, I find now. But when people are a very good heel, you either you get what Baron Corbin used to get, which was the go away which people just didn't want to see you on TV, or you are so good at being a heel that people cheer you. Yeah. So. For me, I would have to say, I'm trying to think, who was my favorite heel?
JBL was a very good heel.
Probably Triple H.
Oh, Triple H was great. Yeah.
I hated him, but I think that makes him very good.
That makes him a good heel. If you're hating him, he's doing his job.
I didn't hate. It wasn't like go away, but I hated him. You know, but I was also a big Shawn Michaels fan. So when he was having all those feuds with Shawn Michaels, I was always cheering on Shawn Michaels, and he just kept winning. So that was infuriating. But back to the chat. What else have we got? Does pineapple belong on pizza? Controversial question. Does pineapple belong on pizza? What's this?
The thing is, I don't mind, right? If I get a Hawaiian pizza and it's got pineapple, I'll eat it. Like, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
But I won't order it. I'd probably rather order a seafood pizza or a gyros pizza or a meat lover pizza. Yeah.
So what's
you never had a seafood pizza?
No. What's on a seafood pizza?
Just seafood.
What seafood?
Is this anchovies?
That's it. Or is it like prawns?
Yeah, anchovies,
shrimp.
Prawns.
Okay, interesting.
No, yeah, it's just seafood.
Disgusting. Anyway, let's move on.
It's not.
I'm joking. I actually really like seafood, but I don't think I'd eat that on a pizza personally.
Hey, don't rock it until you try it.
I might have to try it. Right, what's King Jordan saying? Froggy, what was your first console game that you got as a little kid? What was your first console as well? And then what was the first game you remember getting or playing?
I don't remember the first console we really got. It might have been a PlayStation 1. It might have been a Nintendo. Not a Super Nintendo, but like...
Nintendo. Out now.
Nintendo. I'm trying to think. It's like a... I can't remember what it was called. It was a
64?
Nintendo Entertainment System. No, it wasn't 64.
NES?
It was the one with like a little red switch on the front of it. I don't know. I have to maybe send you a picture after. I don't remember what it was actually called.
I wasn't a Nintendo kid. I was a Sega kid.
It might have been just a normal Nintendo. It played like all the old Nintendo games, but it wasn't The
I'll find
iconic
out.
one that everyone remembers.
Chat, we're going to Google because I have this.
It had like
And I
a
can't
it had
remember
like
the
a
name of
red
it.
switch.
Yeah, I know the one you're
Okay.
talking about because I have. You remember when they started going through the craze and they brought out all the consoles remade and they were like £100 and they had all the games on them. They brought
Yeah.
out like a PlayStation 1, they brought out a Nintendo, and they brought
one.
out a Sega console and stuff like that, but remastered games on them. I have the Nintendo one, and I can't remember what it's called.
Oh my god. It's this one here. I'll send it to you.
If that's the one I'm thinking of. That might not be the one you're talking about, but that's the one I'm thinking of. But it might not be the one you're talking about. Yeah, it's the NES is the one I'm thinking of.
That one.
It's grey, black, and red. Where'd you put it? Discord?
Yeah.
Oh no,
one.
that's not the one
Discord,
I'm thinking
yeah.
of. That's not the one.
That's not the one?
No, I don't know what that one is. I've never seen that one in my life. That's new to me. That's Alien. I've never seen that before. Oh, I gotta pay 100
That
quid
was
to get
my
out of jail.
Nintendo system.
Okay. And do you remember what the first game you had that you
I think
played
it
on?
was Mario Bros. 3, and
Oh,
that's
you got
probably
me.
why I'm so addicted to Mario. I think it was that and international cricket. I think was another one.
International cricket. Are you a cricket fan?
No.
Because I know cricket's massive in Australia. There's another question.
my brothers were. My brothers were.
Your brothers were. There's
Yeah.
another question. Are you a sports fan outside of wrestling? In general? No. So
No,
even stuff
I don't watch
like,
any sport.
like football, maybe. That's what we call
Nah,
it.
like
Or soccer.
yeah, it's
Soccer.
soccer, football, soccer.
Yeah.
No, I don't watch anything apart from wrestling. Like I can't even get to like Australian football. You know.
Yeah, with the AFL.
I
is it?
can't get into rugby. Yeah, the AFL. I can't get into. I tried to get into it. Like I'll still watch it every now and then. Like I think I watched it 2 weeks ago for the grand final. But
Yeah.
it's just I don't find enjoyment in it.
You see, I don't know if you know, but we have our own football as well. It's called Gaelic. Like
Gaelic.
GAA. It's called.
I think we had something similar. Like is it Gay League or something like that? Gay League. It's kind of like rugby, right? A bit. It's like a soccer ball.
It's kind of like it's hard to explain. They play. It's more like the AFL. It's kind of a mixture of the AFL and football or soccer. It's kind of a mixture between.
Yeah.
The both.
Okay.
We've sent over
Yeah.
we've sent over teams and they've played against AFL teams.
Okay.
In sports, but I don't enjoy it. Never have. So I'm kind of the same with you. I used to be in a lot of sports. I used to be into Formula 1, MotoGP.
Oh, yeah.
I used to like boxing, UFC. But nowadays, really, all I'm really spend much time watching is football
Wrestling.
or wrestling. But even now, I don't know if you're the same, but I don't watch week to week stuff. I will watch pay-per-views mostly, and that's it.
I will.
You
I'll watch all
weekly
the
stuff, will you?
week stuff. I'll only watch WWE stuff though. Like I know AEW is very hot in the market right now, and and like I said earlier, like MJF is one of my favorites, but I don't watch the weekly product. I'll catch up with it on Twitter or YouTube.
Yeah.
But
And watch
then again,
clips
with all the
maybe?
other sports as well. Yeah, and with all the other sports, I feel like there's just way too much to sink in,
Yeah, I get
and
you.
I'd rather focus on one thing.
I get you. That's probably why I don't watch
similar.
a lot of the weekly stuff, because I think there's A, for me it's on too late, and B,
Yeah, it is.
there's way too much going on. There's just too much to consume.
Yep.
Like 3 hours of Raw, 2 hours of NXT, 2 hours of SmackDown.
Yeah, I don't watch NXT, so
Yeah, and then they have the AEW and all that other stuff. And it's just too much, right?
too
back
much.
To, back to the chat. Let's see what they're saying. A couple of more questions, and I think we'll begin to wrap up. Froggy, what? Oh no, yeah, I see that. I asked you that. Who's your favorite? Who is or do you have a favorite Marvel character?
Now, you might hate me, but I haven't seen any Marvel movies. Apart from, I guess, Spider-Man. So, you're gonna throw some hands at me, bro.
You're
I
talking.
can feel it.
You're talking to a man that has a Marvel character tattooed on his leg. That's like me saying, I've never heard of Supercard. Because those of you who don't know, Froggy has a Supercard logo on tattooed. Which, by the way,
I got one.
I think is a very, very cool thing. Actually, we'll get into that in a second. But
I'm gonna say, yeah, talk about tattoos after. I'm down.
I haven't got over the fact that I haven't seen any Marvel movies yet. But is that just a thing like that you're just not interested in that style of movie?
I'm
Or are you just
not
not
a
a
big
movie
movie
person?
goer. I'm not a big movie goer in general. When I've watched movies, it's normally horror stuff.
Okay.
So I also have a horror or parody movies, I guess, like
Yeah.
spoof movies,
Like
like,
Scary
you know,
Movie and stuff like that.
scary movie, yeah, even like Meet the Spartans with 300 and epic
Yeah.
movie stuff like that. Any Adam Sandler movie I watch, but
Love
with
Adam Sandler, yeah.
Marvel and stuff, I don't know. I just could never get into superhero movies.
Yeah, that's
I don't
fair.
know. I love Spider-Man. Spider-Man's great. I watched all of the Spider-Mans
Mhm.
except for the Tom Holland ones. But yeah, it's hard because Jordan is heavily
I know,
into Marvel,
Jordan's
and
a
I
big
know he
fan,
plays a
yeah.
lot of like Marvel Strike Force and all that type of stuff. And
Mhm.
he's trying to get me to play. I just can't. I can't get into it.
Yeah, no, I
I've
get that.
tried.
If it's not your cup of tea, it's not your cup of tea. Like you mentioned horror movies there. I am not a big horror movie fan. I find
Yeah.
like if I try to watch a horror movie, I kind of, and don't get me wrong, there are a number of exceptions with it, but I find most
Yeah.
horror movies, I find myself laughing rather than being scared.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Like
It's not like it's really scary. It's like, oh, I want this to happen. I want this killer to come out and
Yeah.
get this person. So
I do enjoy a select few horror movies, but I've also seen some absolute shocker horror movies. Here's a question: what is the worst horror movie you've ever seen? Because I have an answer.
the
And I
worst horror movie I've ever
Yeah,
seen.
I want to know what yours is.
Probably it's a bad. So this movie is so bad that I enjoy it, and it
Okay.
is called Satan's Little Helper.
Okay, I've never heard of it, but it sounds sounds terrible.
It's bad. It's just like a it's a Halloween movie. Like just like everyone's celebrating Halloween. This little kid just
Little Helper.
finds Satan, and it's so bad, bro. It's you gotta watch it sometime. If you're ever bored, you want a bit of a laugh, just give it a watch.
Oh my god, it looks bad.
It's bad.
It looks
so
like he's
bad.
just wearing a regular mask that they got from the local
It is.
shop.
It is. Yeah, legit. It's how the movie's pretty much made too. So.
Oh my god. The one that I was speaking about is called, I don't know if you've ever seen it. It's called It Follows.
It Follows. No,
Yeah.
I don't think I have seen it.
Okay, don't watch it. It's about it's a movie. No, I'm telling you now, do not watch it. It was recommended to me from a work colleague. And what it is it's and this work colleague is like they have horror tattoos. They are a massive horror buff. And
Yeah.
again, I do want to get into the tattoo stuff before we wrap up in a few minutes, but because I don't want to take too much of your time. But
Yep.
yeah, it was called It Follows. It's about something like almost like a ghost that is transmitted through sexual interaction. So it's basically an STD that kills you. It was horrendous. When I say it might be the worst movie I've ever seen in general, but it's definitely the worst horror movie ever. And I've seen bad horror movies, but my god, this was horrendous. It's a
My God.
175 quid. Let's go. It's an STD that kills you. Basically, is the whole
That
point of
just
horror
sounds terrible.
movies. It's horrendous.
I'll also say, while we are talking about movies as well, like I also don't watch a lot of movies which are very popular, like Harry Potter. I've never seen Harry Potter. I've never seen like Lord of the Rings. I've never seen Star Wars or Star Trek. So
That's all today.
There's a lot
That's
of-
chat. That's it. That's all you have time for. Thank you for watching.
also, I've never seen a Batman movie too, so I'm sorry.
You never seen come on, you haven't even watched The Dark Knight.
No.
That's my favorite movie. You can't say you haven't watched The Dark. Come on, you have to watch.
I've never.
Do me a
I've never
favor.
watched it.
Can
I don't know.
Can I give you some homework?
If you go watch Satan's Little Helper, I'll watch Batman.
I don't feel like that's a fair trade. I don't feel like that's fair. I'm not agreeing to that. I'm not even going to finish my question. Well, here is a question relating to movies, and then we'll move on from the whole movie aspect, because someone in the chat asked, "What is your favorite movie of all time?" I know that's that can be a loaded question because it can be difficult to pick one single movie. But if you could, what is your favorite movie?
Happy Gilmore.
Great answer.
I don't know. There's something about Happy Gilmore that's just amazing.
I was going to ask in a second what was your favorite Adam Sandler movie, but that's obviously Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore.
Okay, good answer. I like. Happy
I'm
Gilmore.
a big Adam Sandler fan. Like I love Adam Sandler.
Well, what's your thoughts on Big Daddy?
Great movie.
Because that's my favorite Adam Sandler movie.
It's a great movie. It'd probably be a top maybe 4.
Let me
Top
guess the other.
5.
Let me guess the other ones.
Go on.
Waterboy.
Nah.
What?
Never seen it. Molly's gonna flame me. I know he's listening in, and he's asked me to watch it.
Right, I
and
know
I've just
one of
never
them
watched it.
just because of how you've been speaking about other movies. Little Nicky is. I'd be shocked if that wasn't one of them. Is that one of them?
Billy Madison.
So, did you say Little Nicky was not one of them?
No.
I'm shocked. So Billy Madison, don't get me wrong, Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, great movies. What was the other one you mentioned?
I didn't mention another one. I thought you were gonna guess it.
Oh, let me guess it. Right. Let me think. Adam Sandler movies. And it's not Big Daddy is Big Daddy one because you mentioned Big Daddy,
Click.
but you said top
There you go.
5 maybe.
It's Click.
Click.
Click. Yeah.
Oh no, right. No wonder you don't watch movies. You haven't got any taste.
Click, and I think Chuck and Larry is also very good. Too.
Chuck and Larry is pretty surprisingly good. I will give you that.
It's surprisingly
It
good.
wouldn't be top 5 for me, but I'll give you it. It's your individual taste. That's
Top
fine.
5 Adam Sandler, but if it was top 5 movies that I enjoy, it'd definitely be like 3 Austin Powers in 2, 3, 4.
Oh really?
Yeah, I love Austin Powers. I'm a
Austin
big fan.
Powers is very good to be fair.
Yeah,
And
baby.
I can see what kind of movies you're into now when you say that.
That and horror, so.
Yeah, I get it.
That's what I mean. I like spoof movies. I just like dumb movies. If they're dumb, I'm having fun.
That's good.
Since me as a streamer.
Like at the end of the day, it's what you enjoy watching.
Yeah.
Everybody enjoys watching different stuff. Like I personally am a big massive nerd, so I like Harry Potter. I like Robski. You're not getting the
He
yellow.
loves it.
Okay, I don't want to give you a set, Robski. I don't want to give you a set. You're not getting a yellow. You're in trouble. You don't have anything, Robski. You're not getting a set off me. No, I want Robski. Give me more money. How much money have you got, Robski? Robski, you have 1,900 quid, mate. Give me more money, and I'll give you the yellow. Okay, so and then we'll talk. All right, I want more money. But back to the chat. What are the chat saying? What is your? Oh, that's a good question because we were talking about your guitar earlier on, and then again, we'll move on to tattoos, and I'll probably wrap up after that just to kind of give you an idea of where we're at.
Yeah.
Because I think we've gone over the time I was expecting this to go. But
Oh, dude, it's fine. I'm having fun.
what is your favorite song or album? You can answer either or.
Collision Course by Linkin Park and Jay-Z. Favorite album of all time.
Great.
I absolutely love it. I think it's one of the greatest, like, I guess, mixes, like, together, putting, like, the pop punk rock from Linkin Park with hip hop and Jay-Z. Like, the mix works so perfectly. I'm an absolute big fan. And I'd also say, Escape the Fate. There's No Sympathy for the Dead. Like, that album is incredible as well.
Okay.
And I have no idea who that is, but I like it.
I don't know.
Big fan.
We have another question here from Dragon Sky in the chat, which is actually unlucky me. It's actually a good question because they're very similar movies to what movies you've mentioned. Have you ever seen these movies? Airplane, Naked Gun, Top Secret. Have you ever seen those movies?
No, not the older spoof movies. No.
No.
I know they're spoof movies.
Yeah.
I know what they are.
I think
I've
you'd
never
like them.
sat down and watched them.
I think
You reckon?
really, I think you really would. There's another one with Charlie Sheen in it that I can't remember the name of right now, but it's quite similar.
Charlie's been in a lot of them, so.
What about? No, this is like an older one that I want to say is called Hot Shots. I think it's called Hot
Yeah,
Shots.
I have
I
no
can't
idea.
remember the name of it though. I'll find it and I'll send it to you. What about?
I'm so lame. I'm sorry.
No, you're okay because these. I'm
I'm
trying
a
to.
terrible first guest.
No, you're good. You're good. There's You've actually been very good. You've answered all the questions. To me,
I don't know.
we've been going.
You're like,
we're going
this
almost
might be a
2.5
deep
hours.
question, but it's fine.
Yeah, we've gone almost 2.5 hours. I don't think we've had any time where we haven't been we've had big awkward silences. So I think you've been a great guest, to be honest.
Okay, let's go. I'll take it.
I think I'm just trying to, off the top of my head, I think there's other movies you probably like that I think you might have
There's a
seen,
lot
but
of
maybe
movies
you
I
haven't.
haven't
Like
seen.
Ace Ventura. Have you seen the Ace Ventura movies?
No.
Watch them.
Like I said, I'm not a big movie goer.
If you like.
If I was to watch a movie, it's always something I've watched in the past. I don't go
Okay,
watch
I
new
get it.
movies.
I get it. Right.
Yeah.
Let's speak about your tattoos. Because I know, like me, you have a few tattoos. And I know...
Your tattoos are sick, by the way.
I think yours are too. Thank you. I've seen your tattoos. You've seen my tattoos.
Yeah,
so...
you're lying.
not.
I think you have one of the best like pieces. The one on your leg, is it the big newspaper?
Yeah, the Batman one. Yeah,
the Batman one.
Yeah,
that is so
poster.
sick.
Yeah, thank you.
Whoever did that did a fantastic job.
That's my shout out to Daniel. He's my tattoo artist.
Shout out Daniel.
Shout out man like
What a
Daniel.
man.
But let's speak about a few of your tattoos because I've seen a few of them. I don't think I've seen all of them. Have I? I know I've seen a few on your arm.
I think you kind of have. I have. That's all I have. I just have them on my arm. I have 3 on my arm. That's all I have.
So I don't have pictures to show, but do you want to speak about the obvious one that people probably know most about, the Supercard one?
The Supercard one, the most obvious. That's my recent one too. It's not even like it's old. Yeah. Like I got that one, I think a couple of months ago. It's so new.
Do you want to speak about the meaning behind it? Because I think it's very cool, personally. I think the meaning behind it's great.
For a while, I wanted to get a Supercard tattoo. And I know everyone's like, yo, don't get a... I think Funky even said, yo, don't get a Supercard tattoo. You know, it won't look good.
By the way,
I didn't say it like that, I'm sorry.
I don't want to fucking speak over you, but it actually looks very good. But anyway, continue.
I know, I figured you're thinking I'd get just a logo, the WWE logo. I didn't want that, right?
Yeah.
So my idea behind this was I wanted to mean something if it's Supercard related, and that way in a couple of years, if I grow out of Supercard, I still have it with me. And it's not like super obvious with a giant W on it. So my idea was to implement the boys into it, like Deej, Changa10, and Jordan, and myself. So what I did was get the Supercard logo, added an extra card into it, and then color them with the boys. So green is for me, pink is for Deej because his main color is pretty much pink. Chance / Changa10, his favorite color was red, so I went with the red card. And then Jordan SC is blue, and you know his favorite color is blue. So
I remember you showed me that
worked
tattoo.
out.
Yeah,
and it worked out very well.
It looks great, by the way. When you showed it, I think you put it. I can't remember if you DM'd it to me or you put it in the Discord.
I think I did. I think I did DM it to you.
Yeah, maybe
I put it on Twitter or something.
Yeah, I remember seeing it. Anyway, the first time I seen it, it looks great. By the way, I just want to say that. I did think when you were first getting it that it was going to be a cringy tattoo, but it actually came, and that's me being brutally honest, but it came out, and I would tell you if it didn't look good. Trust me, I've told other people their tattoos look bad.
Oh,
but
Jordan
I think it looks
designed
fantastic.
it for me as well, so he did a wicked job.
Jordan designed it.
Yeah, so Jordan, like that's not actually the actual logo. I guess he kind of traced around it, and he made the shapes himself, and he added the design of the spikes and the colors. So it was all Jordan.
It looks amazing. It really does. People, Bensky in the chat saying he'd love to see it.
I'll put a photo in. I guess I think I tweeted it out a while ago. I can quote retweet it or something.
Is it in your Discord? Let's plug your Discord. Is it in your Discord?
Plug my Discord? I think it is.
Yeah, join
this is why I wish I was like
a
Discord partner and have a link, but the links are weird.
For Discord?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. They're really annoying. That's another. Don't get me started on Discord partner because that's a whole other thing. That's even worse than Twitch. Right, I've asked for a couple of quick fire questions from the chat, and we'll wrap up on that. So I'm not asking that one, Crip, because nobody cares about what your zodiac sign is. Cats or dogs? Robski says.
I think I'm a cat person.
Thanks, Crip. You're a cat person? Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm a dog person personally, but that's fine. Right, favorite rock band of all time? It could be old school, new school.
I guess Falling in Reverse pops under that one. Hence my other tattoo that I got.
That's what I was about to say. That's your other tattoo, right? And what's it?
Yeah.
We may as well speak about what's the meaning behind that one. It's an album cover. Right?
So it was an album cover. It was, yes. So it was an album cover off of one of their. Oh, sorry, I've not been paying attention to the game.
It's fine. I legit took it down
instead of going on Twitter to find this picture.
Yeah, I've paid zero attention. Don't worry.
I also put the picture of my tattoo on my Discord. So if anyone is interested, it is in there.
Yeah. Join it. Go ahead and join the Discord. Crip spam the link for you. So thank you.
It's in general, so easy to find. But so that album was actually might surprise you, but on the album cover it's a picture of Paige. So the WWE Superstar
That
Paige,
before
as in
or after they had started dating?
this is after. So originally the album cover started with someone else,
Mm-hmm.
and then they remastered that song and made a cartoon version, and then they did another master of that, like or remaster of the song, which ended up being a vampire version. And then they ended up using a cartoon version of Paige for the art cover.
Okay.
And I've always wanted a wrestling tattoo, and I love Falling in Reverse, so I feel like it mixed well because it's Paige and it's my favorite band.
If I remember it rightly, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but it's kind of in a Tim Burton kind of style. It's kind of like a kind of that's what it kind of like. If I had to put a style on it, that like I'm talking about the Page that you're talking about. I didn't know it was Page. That's actually really cool.
It's Paige. Yeah,
but it kind of reminds me of kind of Nightmare on Christmas kind of characters. That's what unless I'm completely remembering
very similar.
It
It looks very similar to that. You're right.
We'll end on this question from Dragon Sky, and again, thank you for joining the stream. But where do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years?
I honestly have no idea.
Where would you?
Wherever life takes me.
Let's put a double barrel on it. Where do you hope to be in 5 to 10 years? What is your goal?
The thing is, I do feel like I'll still be streaming. If not, I'll be streaming, I guess, less frequently.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't feel like there's a whole lot I can do. I love to change in my content. Like, I've been trying to change it now, and I love to change it for the future. So maybe grow a bigger audience by then, which would be really cool.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of things that people don't know about me as well. Like, I love old TV shows. Like, I love just game shows in general as well. So I'd love to change my content into maybe like hosting game shows, you know?
I was about to
maybe
say,
we
is
do
that
like
something you'd ever want to do?
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire or something, you know? That'd be cool.
It's a good idea. It's like
do it with Twitch chat. And the thing is,
I'll come on as a guest if you want a guest. I'll be on. I'm there.
Hey, let's go. I'm down. And the thing is, right, I'm sure you can be aware because you were a part of something that I've done a while ago. I love giving away stuff. Like, I done a lot of Supercard giveaways, and people always flame me like, yo, why did you give away 50 super passes? Why did you give away 100 super passes? That's such a waste of money. And to me, I rather have someone else have a smile on their face than, you know, it puts a smile on my face knowing that someone else is happy. So I like giving away money and giving away super passes, giving away credits, giving away card backs, giving away anything I can do.
I'm
simple.
I'm a very similar personality in that sense. Like, during the last Super Pass thing, I think correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure the last Super Pass went through Twitch drops, right? Like, it continued through Twitch drops, or did it stop just before Twitch drops? I think it went through Twitch drops.
I do not remember.
I think it went through Twitch
My
drops.
memory is so bad.
I might be wrong.
I actually don't remember.
I think I'm right. I ended up. The bottom line is, I ended up gifting. Have I just lost all my money? I lost a little bit of money. I ended up gifting a little bit more than 50 myself as well.
Yeah.
And people were saying the same thing. Well, some people were saying give more, but some people were saying, well, why have you given away so much money? But I'm the same as you. It's just, it's nice to give back. It's a feel good feeling. Like, even when I did, and I don't want to speak too much about myself here, but when I did my subathon during it, I made sure afterwards that I looked after all my mods, and I either sent them a gift, whatever the gift was. I had a amount set by for my mods, and I spread that out between my mods because at the end of the day, they were looking after my stream. But it's just stuff like that.
I'm the same. I try to give back to them as well. Exactly. They did help. They do help out.
Oh, you're in jail with me. Oh, is that me?
We're both in jail.
No, that's you and me and Mo. Right.
Is it Kevin King size in there too, right? You can see a pink in there.
We're all bloody in there. Right.
Oh no, he's next to it. He's next to it.
Robsky says pretty much exactly why I give subs. Making people happy is what it's all about. Exactly. If you get, like you said, if you could put a smile on somebody else's face, it makes it makes your day as well, because it makes you feel great that you've made someone else feel good about their day. Someone could be having a shit day. And you can make the day better by something simple. You know, it's even if you were to, like, I seen you doing a lot of the giveaways on the I forget the name of the pack. I want to say it's called the Hot Rod pack, but I think I've got it wrong.
Tune up pack.
Tune up. Sorry, I've seen you giving away a lot of them. which I think is a good idea, by the way. I think it's. I don't think
thing
anybody
is,
else has been doing that, so I think you might be the only person doing that. But I think it's a
Crazy,
good idea.
right? Because it costs $1.50 for me, right? I'm sure it costs like way cheaper for you. But a lot of people don't have it. So I put the poll out the other day. I'm like, hey, does anyone actually need this? And I think I had 600 plus votes. And over 300 people said they didn't have it. So,
That's
okay,
crazy.
cool. This is like my thing I can jump onto. And maybe put them in videos to help. Maybe boost my stats up there a bit. Maybe boost
Make
Twitter
a
a bit.
Streamloops
Maybe,
card.
yeah. So, yeah, I feel it's so cheap and I don't mind helping people out.
That's
Like
good
if I
thing.
have, say if I have $100 in my account, I would happily give that all away just to make someone else happy. Like,
That's a
I
good
feel like I'm
logic.
perfectly fine living. Like, I don't have the best house. I don't have the best meals. You know, I eat noodles pretty much every single day. So, but I still want to make sure that people that come into my chat are just having fun, and you know, and they are being rewarded. So, that's a dumb mindset to have, I know, but it's the way I live and the way I like it and the way I do things.
Once you're happy,
So,
you're okay with what you have, basically.
yeah, legit.
I get it. That's fair. I have just given you an extra 20 quid because I landed on one of your streets. Right.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Put it towards a giveaway.
The $20 giveaway going over on Bullfrog's chat now. Thank you very much. Go get involved, chat. Right. I think that's where we'll wrap up. I know we're still mid-game, chat, but I think that's where we'll wrap up because I don't want to take any more Froggy's time. It's already been almost 2 hours, 40 minutes.
So I don't have any plans today, so...
Thank you for coming on. Is this 5 players Monopoly who can play games? What?
This is eight player in total you can have.
8 players spiel.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you for coming on. I really appreciate you being
Thank
the
you.
first guest on the show.
I was very surprised, but thank you so much for choosing me.
No, I wanted there was 2 people that I wanted to be the first guest on the show, and you were one of them. And I'm glad you were the first guest because the other person I don't know as well as I know you. So I was kind of, I think I was pushing for you to be the first guest, to be honest. I'm not going to name the other person because that will make them feel bad. But they don't know that. But yeah, I'm happy it was you because...
Should I tell them chat?
The chat won't know. It's not a Supercard credit. But yeah, I am happy you got to be the first guest. I really enjoyed it. It was new for me, so I will get a little bit more professional over time, chat. So bear with me. It was probably a little bit all over the place with the questions. So I hope you enjoyed yourself. Thanks for opening up a little bit about everything. I really do appreciate that, and I'm glad
anytime
that you felt comfortable to do so as well. Finally, I just want to say to anybody that doesn't already follow Bullfrog, please do so. Twitch.tv/Bullfrog. Chat. In fact, mods, can we get his Twitch link and just spam it in the chat, please? But is there anything you'd like to say before you leave, Froggy?
Just make sure you look after yourselves and make sure you tell your loved ones that you love them, because you never know like what can happen in this world, man.
That's
Pretty much it. Yeah, honestly.
Right. Thank you, man. Thank you for joining us. I'm gonna leave the Discord call, and then I'm just gonna have a quick little chat with the stream before we wrap up. But
no worries, you are all good.
I'll get the mods to spam your link. Thanks again, man. I really appreciate you coming on.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you again. And definitely do that game show idea you want to do. But yeah, thanks again, man.
I've wanted to do it for so long.
Have a good one. Thanks again.
Bye.
Bye. Right, chat. We're gonna wrap up here. Let me just first and foremost say that was a first. That was the first episode of the series. We will be doing this weekly. So we'll have different guests on. It's not going to be all Supercard creators. It's not going to be all WWE Games creators. I'm trying to branch out of that as well. Some of your favorites will be involved. Some of them won't be. Some people have either said they can't be involved, they don't have time maybe, which is fine completely, or some people just haven't replied to me. So it is what it is. But I do have people lined up. Don't worry. Some of your favorites will be involved. I'm looking forward to the next week already. I thought I had enough questions prepared, and I flew through my questions. I won't lie. I started ad-libbing questions off the top of my head because I went through my questions too quickly. I won't lie. So I wasn't expecting to go through them that quickly. But I had a great time. Froggy was a great guest. I'm very glad that he ended up being the first guest because it was very easy to just talk to him. We had a lot in common, except for his questionable movie taste. But we had a lot in common. I really enjoyed the show. I hope you all did. Thank you for watching. I look forward to seeing you back all here next week. Thanks again to Froggy. And thank you all for watching. Sorry about that. That's okay. Thank you for watching, people. I'll catch you all next time. I'll be back with the regular scheduled programming tomorrow. And I'll see you all then. Peace out, everybody. Have a good night. Goodbye.